Oh, that could be the most obscure reference of the day.
Pull your pod.
Miss Peach.
Who's Miss Peach?
That was the cartoon where everyone had a gigantic head and a little teeny body.
I never got
And that ran in the funnies?
Yeah, it was. My mom used to read that one. And
I don't remember that
I don't
one.
think that's around anymore.
And I never
they all look like Purdue Pete.
Oh, really?
I never got the serious, like Apartment 3G.
Oh, Rex Morgan, MD.
And Mary Worth. And
those were all cartoons?
They were all funnies. Funny paper. But a lot of them started way back. And
Prince Valiant.
I can remember which is the soap opera that's been around since radio?
The Days of Our Lives?
Hasn't one of them been around since the 30s or something?
Probably.
Yeah, so people get hooked
As
on
the world turns, I remember that.
As Paula used to say, oh, my story's on, Tommy. My stories are on, Tommy.
Yeah, I used to be a big story watcher back in the day.
I have never...
I watched all my children when Natalie was trapped at the bottom of the well for like 6 weeks.
Oh, yeah. I was an ABC girl.
I watched one of them when Bob's brother played on one of them for...
General Hospital.
I think it was All My Children.
Wasn't it?
I thought it was All My Children.
Oh, maybe it was, yeah.
Yeah, when he was on, I watched it. Bob's brother is a terrific actor, by the way.
Were you a General Hospital watcher, chick?
I had All My Children, and then Bold and the Beautiful, then Young and the Restless. I kind of...
Wow, you got that kind of time?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I just stumbled on a story yesterday when I was reading through the news, and it was they're replacing the characters. They're going to fill in with another person while she's on maternity leave, which I always loved about the soaps. They just throw somebody else in there in the same character.
Well, in today's world, they should throw someone in of a different gender and possible ethnic background.
Yeah.
Well, they could do that.
Have you seen Stacey? That's a hell of a mustache she's got.
No, and I love
you know how casting is these days. They've got to be politically correct.
I plainly remember seeing
They've got a baby playing the president.
Being replaced.
Well, oh, wait a minute.
I remember somebody got replaced when I was a kid, and the guy came, today the role of Alan Quartermain will be played by Josh Arnold, or something like that. And I go, oh, I want that job. I got to get that job.
To be obscure and at the same time somewhat serious, the first time I had a grasp of what death meant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Yeah, let's talk about this. Is a good topic.
Was when Mr. Wilson, the actor who played Mr. Wilson, died on Dennis the Menace. And next season, what happened to Mr. Wilson? And they explained to me, you mean he's gone away forever?
No, I thought there were charges or something for Mr. Wilson.
No,
you mean the actor who played him had passed away in real life?
That was the first time then death was explained to me, and then very sadly, a friend of mine died in a horrible accident.
You know, a lot of
then that became extraordinarily real.
A lot of kids, Mr. Hooper on Sesame Street when he died.
Yes, that was big. That was probably formative for me.
Yeah.
There's always that one thing where, what we like to do in this show is bring up mortality.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, welcome to the Today Show. 50 years from now, most of you won't be listening.
I remember I found out about death and deception and the government when I found out, wait a minute. They cut out that frame and Kennedy's head came off on the film? Is that?
Oh, yeah.
They cut that frame out?
Part of becoming an adult. A friend of mine has a young teenage son who got his first summer job. And then he got his first paycheck. And he went, hey, Dad, what happened?
Sure.
I earned $174. How come I'm only getting $120, whatever it was?
Yeah.
Well, son, and before you join the Socialist League, you may want to look at your paycheck for a while. Well, get ready.
This is attributed to Bill Murray, but he said if you want to teach your kids about taxes, buy him an ice cream and then eat a third of it and hand it to him.
Well,
that'll go home, yeah.
We do have a pretty cool Guinness World Record coming up today.
Nope, that's true.
Oh, come on. You don't think that's cool?
Let's take a moment here on Skinny Bob, shall we?
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on.
Unskinny Bob?
Oh.
My mouse.
I think the moment's gone.
Yeah,
I think the moment is gone.
You could hear the mouse being pounded there.
Oh, they're not saying they're not saying
No, they're not.
What was that?
That must be the import.
Kids, if you're ever considering a career in radio, show prep. Could you just turn that off?
Where did we get that? I was looking
I'd
for
like to
something
find out
else.
where and have them shot.
Okay.
Okay, where were we?
My fault. Totally my fault. That and the mouse.
Coming up...
There's a wire on my mouse. Okay.
Coming up, we have some very exciting things in the world of news and a really good excuse to play one of my favorite songs. Oh, God, I love love that. It's so great.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's a great song.
It's kind of a good groove.
It's hard to pinpoint why certain songs are great.
You can hold your head to the side and rock back and forth.
If you think about it too hard, you can't figure it out.
Yeah, that one's been around for a while.
For a reason.
It's a staple.
There's something about it. There's some secret sauce.
Every band knows how to play, Willie.
Absolutely amazing. Also, an excuse to play this.
No kidding.
I'm not going to tell you why. Oh, it's so great, though. It's
gonna hit you with Mr.
something obscure coming up. But although it probably won't be more obscure than several of the references made already on this show. We are going to start off with a very short request. As you know, it's Josh's 4th anniversary.
That's right.
On the show this whole week, we're celebrating.
We are.
Oh, man.
And
it's the big one.
You guys often mock me because I like to celebrate the quarter birthdays of my young children.
Yes.
Because we get cake.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and you're there on the front line with the kids. I can't mock you for that.
So once I found out that it was Josh's quarter birthday, we have a cake.
Didn't sense my discomfort yesterday. Okay.
Your mock discomfort is almost as amusing as chicks mock anger. We know you're bathing in this. We have a short tribute, a request for a very short song for Josh. That's not it. It's this one.
I saw her standing in a corner with a corn dog in her hand. By the way she took the first bite, I knew I was her man. Yeah. Never mind the lazy eye, she's got that looks off to the right. She can see behind her when there's danger at night. We got a corn dog love, rub-a-dub-dub, sitting in a tub. It's a kind of love that Daddy's been dreaming of. Corn dog of love.
A corn dog Rodney Carrington recorded live in the studio in the classic Corn Dog Love because in honor of state fair food, county fair food, township fair food, and all that food we're not getting this summer.
Yeah, and all the fairs have been canceled.
And because, as the letter writer pointed out, Josh does not like the corn dog.
No,
yeah, pretty indifferent
doesn't.
to it. Very indifferent to it.
Okay, fine.
If you can be very indifferent.
Okay, good. And you raise a good point there as well. When we come back, we have something in sports?
Let's see. Michael Jordan's got some shoes on the market again. If you're interested in buying a pair of those. We got a Toronto Blue Jays in trouble with the police. And the Denver Broncos have got this virus thing right by the... What do Broncos have on their heads? Do they have horns? No, that's
Mane.
a horse. Mane. By the
Mane. There you
by
go.
the mane.
No idea.
Got the Broncos by the horns.
Got the Broncos by the horns, baby.
By the cojones. Yeah, by the horns is good. Yeah, wrong animal. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
Hey, Mark Allison here with you on a Wednesday. It is August 5th, 2020. Hope you're having a great Wednesday morning. We like to call it Hump Day here at the Bob and Tom Show. Got a great show for you. Allie Breen's going to be zooming in from New York City, although last week she was in Atlanta visiting her family. We'll see if she's made it back to Gotham. Relationships, that's what will be on the table, your relationships, and we'll discuss them here with Allie Breen coming up on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Neil Young is suing President Donald Trump's re-election campaign for using Young's music without permission. Young's lawsuit says the campaign used Rockin' in the Free World and Devil's Sidewalk several times at rallies and political events, including the June 20th rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Young says when he complained about the campaign using Rocking in the Free World in 2015, when Trump announced his run for presidency, the campaign said it had gotten permission. Neil Young said there's proof the campaign knew it needed permission to use his music and didn't get it. He's now seeking up to $150,000 in statutory damages for each infringement. And Jay-Z's Rock Nation Entertainment Company will now help shape young minds. Long Island University in New York will launch the Rock Nation School of Music, Sports, and Entertainment with its first student starting the program in the fall of next year. It will offer undergraduate degrees in music, music technology, entrepreneurship, production, and sports management. Jay-Z started Rock Nation in 2008. It produced the Super Bowl halftime show with Shakira and Jennifer Lopez, and its clients have included Rihanna, Alicia Keys, J. Cole, and Megan Thee Stallion. And ostriches are known for burying their heads in the sand, but in this case, the ostrich managed to bury himself in a ravine. The bird escaped from the southwest Illinois farm where it lived, fell into a ditch. According to fire officials, the 300-pound bird was injured but pulled out alive and is on the mend from a neck laceration. The ostrich has been returned to its owners after being treated by a veterinarian. That's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom show's on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Josh's 4-year anniversary yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, the big anniversary. 4 years. Yes, sir.
Are you jealous?
Huh? No, I'm happy for him. For them to recognize him and be here 4 years. Just a belch in my timeline, but still. 4 years, I think that's great. You're coming up on your 28th anniversary, aren't you? Being his son? Yeah. You think they'll celebrate it like they did Josh's 4 years? I am so fake angry about it.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom, all the time, in your ear.
This is a song I wrote for a special person. All right. Each time I need a trusted friend, you're there. With tears to dry and a heart to mend, you're there. And when I'm down in misery and the whole world turns its back on me and I need some love and sympathy, you're there. Nice, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
And when I'm weary and tired of trying, honey, you're there. And anytime I need a shoulder to cry on, you're there. And sometimes when I come home with a heavy heart and weary bones and I need a little time alone, you're there. I want to turn the stereo on, but you're there. I gotta get in to use the John, but you're there. And when I wake up lovingly and turn on my pillow, hoping to see Kim Bassinger smiling back at me, you're there. Oh, this is more of a good thing than I ever planned. How much damn togetherness can a one man stand? Don't get me laughing here.
All right, sorry.
620 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Remind me to do an editorial called "Stay in Your Lane."
Yeah, right.
And I'll direct it to myself, of course.
Of course.
Let's see.
Trouble driving in this morning with it?
No. It's a reference. What are we? Is she talking?
I don't know what she's doing. Unless the weather's coming out of her.
Did someone ask her for the weather?
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunny 76, clear tonight 56, plenty of sun tomorrow 79.
Currently
54.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, it's awesome.
54, yes.
So nice.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
How about ya?
It's not growing on me. Let's see now. Where was I?
We all love How About Ya. Everybody loves How About Ya.
The world has embraced How About
Oh, no, and here's what happened yesterday. Jess and I, Hooker, we're doing the podcast, and she asked me, where did you steal that from?
Oh, just assumed you stole it.
The audacity.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
That was stolen.
That's stolen. Sure. But
Your catchphrase.
yeah, but I mean, how about you?
Yeah.
Also, coming in hot. I was doing that for a while.
Yeah, I like that too.
I stole that from Jess. But how about you? Is totally
What?
No, it's
kind of
not.
sort of mine, I think.
I
think so, too.
I believe we've had some examples of that from other spots.
Yeah, that's right, sure.
You never know. It's very tough.
It's all very tough. Let's remember to love each other.
Where was I? Okay. Christy Lee is not in just any room all by herself alone. She's in
She has, I didn't know how long it would take, but lately she's been coming over and hanging in the doorway. So what are you guys doing?
Oh, my gosh.
Wait a second. That's distracting.
Sweet baby Jesus,
doing
what
over
a
there?
day this is going to
Is
be.
this some sort of Cleopatra wig, John?
Man,
Looks
I hope you're
fantastic.
watching on YouTube.
Okay, one thing at a time here.
This is
Christy Lee is in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Now, Josh is in the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. He's now wearing a.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You look like Rick James if he's remember how Rick James had
Sure.
that kind of combination of bangs.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's your jewels, Josh.
Yes.
That's what it is.
It is your jewels and the Steven Singer sidekick
That's
chair.
right. Steven sent these to me.
No. I'll bet he didn't.
Is there a guard that walks around with you when you have those on?
Yes. No.
No, you know why you won't find those at IHateStevensinger.com?
Why?
Because they cost $8.
Because they're hideous.
Well, of course. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Would you turn around, please?
Am I correct? He looks like Rick James.
Yeah.
No, he looks good.
Yeah.
Or like when
don't look bad.
Don Cheadle is trying to find his look in Boogie Nights. Didn't he have this at one point?
I think he might have, yeah.
To describe it, it's
A Cleopatra.
Yeah, but it looks like a mullet with bangs, but made out of little gold strands with balls on them.
Yeah, isn't it nice?
Kind of that Rick
It
James
is nice.
look from that era when
Yeah.
Rick was alive.
It's
Yeah,
not
for
bad.
sure. Yeah. You like it, Tom?
It's really distracting.
Oh,
You knew that was coming.
I believe this was requested.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. Honestly, I think it's not enough. I ask for a little bit more.
It adds a tremendous lack of gravitas to your presentation, which I think is not really necessary.
Didn't Cleopatra
It's not like anybody's taking it seriously.
also wear the snake wrapped around her bicep? Didn't
Yes.
you wear that? Yeah.
The asp.
The asp. That's right.
Yeah.
Do you think Steven Singer can get us one of them golden snakes? Or what do you think?
If anybody can get one of them golden snakes, it's Steve Singer. I'll tell you that.
There's Ace, Pat Godwin's over there. We got a song coming up from Patty G. This is Tom speaking. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
So let me get this straight. We're just going to transform Josh into Cleopatra.
Yes, that's a great idea.
I'm just going to wear this one break, see how it goes.
Apparently, Cleopatra was not a beauty.
What?
Really?
I was just reading that. Yeah.
And apparently she was not of age. All right, let's go ahead.
What?
And,
Which
that's
is
very
still
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's 14, I think. 13, 14, somewhere around
Those
there.
were different times.
Sure.
They sure were.
They
Yeah.
measured years and.
Let's get
14 back then was like 41.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they
No, but I mean,
paid
you know,
their
you
You only
taxes.
live to be 30.
Yeah, you'd have kids and there was a
But
different world.
do we all agree Elizabeth Taylor was at the height of her powers when she was Cleopatra?
Yeah.
I mean,
Gorgeous.
Never sat through that
that and
movie.
A Place in the Sun. she was
she's so
beautiful.
pretty.
I'm out. Sorry, I'm in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Never.
Cleopatra was actually pretty good for all the notorious, bombing that it did. It's good.
Never been a fan.
Richard
Oh, okay.
Burton
All right.
chewing the scenery.
Oh, God. So anyways, I wanted to talk about my new book called Stay in Your Lane. And I'm so guilty of this. I've got to, everybody's commenting on stuff that they know nothing about.
Oh, really? Like earlier when you commented on colorblind casting becoming more popular?
Yes, I know what I'm talking about.
No, you don't. You don't know anything what you're talking about. Shut up.
Oh, boy.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Had you
Hang on a
Earlier,
second.
we talked about
so
people
politically
joining-
correct, Willie. Get your sense of humor back.
I'm not being politically correct. You're being a moron. Okay, whatever.
Hang on a second.
I suppose other fathers get into trouble like this, but I doubt it.
I think what we just witnessed was the continuation of an off-air argument.
I feel kind of awkward being in this right
I
now.
think it's in the air because Abe and I had a really awkward discussion last evening as well.
Did you find condoms in a room?
By the
No,
way,
I didn't.
who's going to be the first to jump on Twitter and claim that I'm culturally appropriating this headdress?
Oh, see, that's the thing.
No, because I don't think people care that. I think people know that you're doing a joke.
No,
No, they don't.
They sure don't.
No.
Yeah, they sure don't. They sure don't.
Halloween is going to be gone. Not just because of the
Well, this year-
corona.
That's all right.
But
You heard that Christmas is canceled.
Well, they canceled Christmas.
Did you see
you
that?
can't cancel
Did you
Christmas.
see the story about
the Rockettes? Yes, but
Oh, they're not going to do it, huh?
No.
Boy, first time in how long do you
That's
think?
long. In any event,
Yeah,
I've been trying to make this point for 13 minutes. There was a terrible explosion in Beirut, Lebanon yesterday.
Yes.
It may have been a storage facility. They don't really know exactly what's going on, but one commentator said, yeah, it was obviously an atomic bomb.
Oh,
See this
what?
chick?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was a mushroom cloud. That doesn't happen with other explosions.
And who
Yes,
was the guy
yes.
commentating? It was
The physicist weighed in and said, I've been studying nuclear power and bombs my entire life. That was not a nuclear explosion. FFS. And we all know the first F is for, the last F is sake.
But the guy who said it was an atomic bomb, wasn't he from the...
he was an NBA writer for ESPN.
Yeah, that's my point.
Definitely an atomic bomb.
You may want to...
Yeah.
If you've got a problem with your eyes, you go to an eye doctor and not to a carnival barker. I'm trying to make that point here.
ESPN NBA writer Chris Palmer getting slammed by the internet and nuclear experts for making idiotic and uninformed observation about the explosion.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're saying a welder spark may have ignited that.
Well, the point being, not everybody has to comment on everything.
No.
It's not necessary.
You know that welder's spark, you know that was somebody's brother-in-law that they had to hire for the job. Come over here.
Even tried to get rid of at one point.
Yeah. Tried to fire him 3 or 4 times. Kablooey! Another comment by Willie, Tom's son.
Oh, the shame of it all. Now everybody will say, there goes the kid whose father is a no.
Wait a minute! Wow. I had no idea that was coming.
Thank you, whoever made it.
Yeah, thank you very much. My point was well taken, I think.
That came from Dino Labs, by the way.
Of course.
Wow, that was quick.
Now, what have you got in sports?
We got results from games that count. Are you ready?
Oh.
Interleague play. Minnesota beat Pittsburgh. Major League Baseball. Cleveland beat Cincinnati in the Battle of Ohio. Miami blanked Baltimore. Atlanta over Toronto 10-1. Cubbies beat Kansas City. The White Sox win, and Houston wins. They beat Arizona.
Who was that?
8-2.
Quick version.
Yes. American League, Tampa Bay, Oakland, the Angels. The Halos, Tommy, they win. And in the National League, Washington beat the Mets. Colorado over the oversized 5-2. And, those are the Giants.
Yeah,
the Dodgers beat the Padres 5-2. I love that. National basketball.
The Padres' uniforms look like Catholic priests.
I always thought they should.
But all the players have to get a circle shaved from the top of their head.
And nobody wants to be a bat boy.
No.
Whoa.
Now, Captain politically correct.
Yeah.
With the
Right back at
I'm punching up. I'm punching towards power. You're making.
No, don't, Willie. Stop.
Stop it. Take it from me.
Yeah.
This is a dark road you're going down.
I don't care. Whatever.
NBA winners, Brooklyn, Phoenix, Indiana, Miami, and Portland. Dallas wins at overtime. NHL winners, Joshy, the Isles beat Florida. Nashville, Toronto, Calgary, Carolina, and Vancouver all win. St. Louis did not lose. They did not play.
That's right. Yeah.
And WNBA results, Chicago, Phoenix, and Seattle. Didn't feel good to talk about sports.
Have some actual
scores. All playing half-ass seasons. Yeah. And the Lions removes Matthew Stafford from their virus list, saying he received a false positive test.
Oh, okay.
God.
And Matthew Stafford's not that upset about it.
Right.
But Matthew Stafford's wife is pissed.
Why?
The list was created for players who either test positive or have been in close contact with an infected person. Stafford listed on it Saturday. The team said Tuesday's testing sequence for the pre-entry period was negative, and positive, but that one turned out to be false. The team issued a statement saying Stafford does not have the virus and never did. And
so she upset because she was just so worried?
Mrs. Stafford had gone on bashing the NFL, saying you need to get better testing procedures. My husband was never sick.
Not the NFL's fault.
Right, this is going to happen.
God,
there you go.
Can she read?
And
are you aware of the situation?
She just loves her husband.
Oh, that's fine.
Who's the person that works at the NFL that has to deal with players' wives?
Somebody's brother-in-law.
What's that job title called?
You know
Family.
Turnover is high.
Domestic relations.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
HRC. I'm punching up.
Human Resources Corporation, of course.
Sure.
He's punching up a position of power. Believe me, that's power, baby.
I found it interesting that a very close person to me had to do a COVID test, and it was the spit in the tube test, and they mail it off. And they had to do it with a doctor, Zoomed with the doctor. But the doctor walked away when she spit into the tube. I could have spit in
She
the
should have
tube.
swallowed it. He would have stuck around.
But I'm saying
you
is,
haven't met this friend of hers.
I got nothing.
Is that the one that?
But what I'm saying,
always crying.
yeah. But what I'm saying is, wouldn't that be the purpose of the doctor, to make sure the person taking the test is taking the test?
It's better than the doctor that goes, all right, now I'm going to need you to spit in my mouth.
Remember, it was on Zoom.
Virtually.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm removing my pants right now, but you can't see that. There's a lot of that going on. Who knows? A lot of this stuff is very complicated.
Yes.
And not everything is perfect. in
Is
life.
anybody going to say anything about the fact Josh is still wearing the Cleopatra?
He said he was wearing it the whole
Bo
break.
Derek over there.
You know, I've never felt more myself.
Yeah.
Now,
He
Pat-
wants to identify as Cleopatra.
Pat raised a good point.
Yeah,
it
Bo
does have
Derek.
that Bo Derek look in the movie. What was that movie? 10?
Yeah.
Where she had the
Yeah, running down the beach. Everybody
beads.
remembers that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad that look didn't take off. Yick.
Well, it did. I think
It did
took
for
off
a while.
for a little while.
Remember, we'd go to the Bahamas and half
Yeah,
the
but-
plane would come back.
Well, that's because of alcohol. There's always that accountant that's on the plane with the beads in his hair, and you're thinking the minute this guy gets off the plane, he's going to rush home and cut those things out of his hair.
They don't come out easily.
I bet.
Well, I was on the beach, and I thought, wouldn't it be great to have 40 beads stuck in what's left of my tonsure? That's an obscure reference to them.
But the big news today in
Friar
sports, in the National Football League, ladies and gentlemen, all is right with the world. The Jacksonville Jaguars have announced that starting quarterback Gardner Minshew is free of the virus. He's ready and able and willing to go for the Jags to be there.
And I've contacted our
starting
bass player,
quarterback.
Dean, and he is going to be available in a couple of hours to play that great bass line on the Gardner Minshew
And
song.
Okay.
New lyrics, right, Pat?
And what version
Guess
is
so.
this?
It's the Gardner Minshew's Well Again version.
47 versions
Good.
so far.
Minshew had a kind of a funny quote about it. Did you see it?
No.
I did not.
He
What did
really
say?
did. He said that the virus took one look at him and ran the other way.
I love that guy.
The virus didn't like his mustache, I guess.
You know, he's
Nice
going
to have a guy with
to marry some supermodel or something.
course
You
he
wait and
is.
see.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks good.
He's a funny guy. You got to like that.
Does he still have the mustache? I haven't seen him in a while. We still have the big...
I haven't seen him recently. I don't know. We have...
Should I do that? Do the mustache?
Yes.
let me see.
I know I shouldn't.
You have a beard. You mean shave off? And
Yeah, just shave it off and make it go down.
for the purposes of you looking ridiculous, please do that.
No, like the Hulk Hogan kind of thing.
All those pictures we have from the 80s and 90s, you know, because I've been here longer than 4 years. I just have that mustache, and it's embarrassing. I don't know why you guys didn't tell me you look like me.
Because what is my function in life?
He loves to make fun of you.
Encouraging you. Isn't this called gaslighting, Willie? Isn't this sort of
You're getting close.
I look
a
like,
version
there's
of-
Bob and Tom and Reggie Miller and, a producer for porn. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, but it looks like they're having fun.
Yeah, some people it just doesn't work.
No.
Your beard looks very good on you. And Josh, I
very
think, looks
good.
great with a beard.
Oh, thanks.
Even with the Rick James meets Bo. It's Rick James meets Bo Derek.
Man, we have so many side-by-sides we need to do.
Could we get... who's doing this anymore?
Oskar?
Oskar, is he doing it? Okay,
Oh, I don't know. Spangle?
There's the era where Rick James had that exact haircut, and Bo Derek had the beads in her hair. It really is a combination of those two.
And I'll also accept Dave Chappelle as Rick James.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
From my angle, I just see Josh from behind.
Yeah.
So he looks like some sort of hooded knight. But he's wearing his special gold colors.
That's
'cause it's-
right.
Oh, like a chainmail?
Yeah, like a chainmail, but it's not the battle chainmail.
Right,
It's like the dress chainmail.
Oh, yes.
Where did that come from?
He's having
This?
dinner with the king tonight.
Exactly.
Yes.
I ordered this. It arrived yesterday.
See, he's doing show
Whoa,
prep.
whoa, whoa, whoa. So you ordered this, so
Yeah.
you're going to be on some list now.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see what you get.
Like
What kind of offers? That
banana hammocks and all sorts of
who sells those things?
Amazon.
But I mean, what is there a special store? What did you look up?
I went to Amazon and looked up Cleopatra headdress. Mm-hmm. And this was one of many that came up.
Wouldn't you like to
I
find
hope
out
that
who
was the
else?
cheapest one.
Wouldn't you find out who else ordered them and track them down and find out why they're wearing them? Honey, I've got it on. Are you ready?
Yeah, the people at the Halloween shop a couple days ago must have gone, what the hell?
Oh, Josh is right. Oh, you should have gotten this one. It has a snake on it.
Oh, see, one of them snakes like I was talking about earlier.
Yeah,
one of them
there you
in
go.
here.
Coming up, we have a rather unfortunate incident involving a parking lot and a groin and a Toronto Blue Jays player.
Oh.
Yep.
And the police. We'll get to that. And also, we have a song coming up about a cocaine smuggler coming up from Mr. Pat Godwin. Oh, and Rubik's Cube news. It's very exciting. Right now, I want to talk to you about something you if this is affecting you, you might want to listen up for a second. I'm talking about ED, erectile dysfunction. And one of the great things about contemporary life is the great scientists and physicians out there have figured out a way to deal with this with pharmaceuticals. You've been hearing about it for years on TV, but maybe you don't want to go to your doctor and it's embarrassing. You got to have a prescription. Well, you can get all that handled without the embarrassment by going to an outfit called Roman, R-O-M-A-N. What you do is you type into your phone or your computer, getroman.com/wood. You complete a free online visit. And if you are indeed a candidate for some of these medications, well, guess what? They've got something special for you right now. It's free 2-day shipping and also a special bonus. If approved, you'll get a $15 bonus. Get $15 off your first order of ED treatment. Once again, you go to getroman.com/wood, and if approved, you'll get that $15 off your first order for that ED treatment. And once again, they have free 2-day shipping. The whole process very straightforward, and it's very discreet. Once again, getroman.com/wood. Complete the free online visit with an actual USA licensed medical professional. Once again, it's getroman.com/wood. Get part of your life back. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Also, coming up, we have, do you know what that Shazam app is? Have you ever seen that?
Oh, yeah, I'm a big fan, yeah.
Yeah, you're in a restaurant, a song's playing, you hold it up and it tells you what the song is.
Exactly.
And you listen to it in your car.
There's a brand new version of that, and it's not for music, and it's really cool. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Hey, guy, it's Ken Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Ken Tarmac, Mark Allison with you. On a Wednesday, it's August 5th. We are here live, socially distancing as well. You got Tom and Chick, Josh and Ace in the main room, Christy Lee over there in the newsroom, the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Willie Griswold there in the hot box, and Pat Godwin around the corner where fudge is made. We're all in attendance, all here with our smiley faces on just for you on a Wednesday morning. Allie Breen on the way, coming up. You were listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Interleague Major League Baseball scores last night. Minnesota over Pittsburgh 7-3, Cleveland 4, Cincinnati 2 in the Battle of Ohio. Also winning interleague play, Miami, Atlanta, the Cubs, the White Sox, and Houston. American League winners, Tampa Bay, Oakland, and the Angels. And the National League, Washington, Colorado, and the Dodgers all win. Philly at Miami postponed. NBA winners last night, these count. Brooklyn beat Milwaukee, Dallas in overtime beating Sacramento, Phoenix beat the Clippers, Pacers over the Magic, Miami beat Boston, and Portland over Houston. NHL winners, the Isles, Nashville, Toronto, Calgary, Carolina, and Vancouver. And the WNBA winners last night, Chicago, Phoenix, and Seattle. The Detroit Lions removed Matthew Stafford from the COVID IR list, saying he received a false positive test. And That drew the ire of the quarterback's wife toward the NFL. The list created for players who either test positive or have been in close contact with an infected person. Stafford was listed on it Saturday, but the team said Tuesday his testing sequence for the pre-entry period was negative, and a false positive. And the Jacksonville Jaguars announced they have cleared starting quarterback Gardner Minshew from the virus list. He spent the last 2 days in mandatory quarantine. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Why was the math book sad?
Well, okay.
Why? Because it had so many problems.
Delivery on that one.
Here we go.
That was cute.
Now, I understand that Chick
Very
McGee is-
special Chick McGee edition of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day.
Okay, we're ready.
People ask me, what do I do when I get off the air? I go, well, it takes me 10 minutes to walk to the bar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then when I go home, it takes me an hour. The difference is staggering.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Christy.
Well, with some reluctance, the Vatican is cashing in on the 1-900 numbers.
Oh, Lord.
Now there is actually
this isn't
a number.
really a true story,
Yes,
is it?
this is a true story.
Keep going. I can't wait.
Is this off the way?
Wait a second. What kind of pervert wants to call the Pope?
Pope confession.
Hi. What are you wearing?
What hat do you have on?
What?
Oh, that's a robe. Oh, yes.
Yes, there is actually a number you can call to reach special messages from Pope John Paul II. And I just happen to have the
Okay, well,
number
here,
here, and I
give me
think
this
we should dial it.
line. Okay.
Here.
There we go. It's on the air. Calm down, all right?
Okay. Here we go.
This is dial a Pope.
Dial a Pope, yep.
Hey, have you seen that Brooke Shields that she wanted?
Wait a minute.
You dial a hope.
Hang up. Let's dial it again.
Hang
Come
up.
on.
I got the line 2 going here. This should be it.
Hello, is Jim there?
Jim?
Oh, wait, did you guys call me?
Yes.
Who's
Yeah,
this?
who
Is this the Pope?
This is Dwayne.
Oh, this must be dial a dope.
You're being charged $1.45. Take Visa and Master.
Okay, great. Perfect.
Thank you.
Let me try it again.
Gosh, one more time.
Give
Here.
me.
You hit the right
One
number, please.
Can't you do anything right?
I want. This is it.
Hello?
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 Is this dial a Pope?
No, this is a dial a man eating a cantaloupe. Don't hang up. I don't give him any calls.
I can imagine.
Hi, man. This is Donnie Biker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Where are you from, by the way?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, small.
Sure.
Thugged out town. It's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
Small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come over for dinner.
A tradition unlike any other.
Oh, God.
The Masturbators. This weekend on
646 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
It certainly is. I got a question for Josh coming up in just a second. I want to remind you that we've got some serious cash at stake. Be listening throughout the day to Q95 for your shot at $1,000. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. This just in. Got a question I'm going to direct toward Josh in a matter of moments. I should point out that... Sorry, I didn't know that he was still wearing the ridiculous...
Not ridiculous.
He's just being Josh.
Yes.
Okay?
It's not ridiculous?
No.
Really?
Okay.
No.
Well,
he's wearing a Cleopatra beaded wig.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Headpiece.
I finally found my identity.
Yes.
That's right. Pop a dress on and I'll try to not mock you behind your back.
His new name. Pop a dress on.
Easy.
Okay.
There comes Papa Dress on.
Don't say anything. HR will kill you. Let's see. Now, what was I going to mention? Oh, that's Josh. He's wearing he's sitting at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. And once again, as Willie pointed out, Mr. Singer does not sell the ridiculous-looking Cleopatra.
No, these are way beneath him. But
now, once again, I'm trying to imagine, if you will, Bo Derek from the movie 10 meets Rick James during his that particular era where he had that look. The late Rick James, of course.
Pretty soon, people who wear these will go, you look just like Josh Arnold.
That's right.
So
there you go.
I like to think that I'm eventually going to own this whole look.
Good. It's yours. Sold. Christy Lee is in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Willie G's over there. Patty G's over there. Separated in different rooms. And in the big room here, it's Chick, Josh, I'm Tom, and that's Ace Cosby, our engineer. Got this note. During the Reds game last night, the announcer was interviewing a Japanese player.
Yeah.
Shogo Akiyama. Sorry if I got that right or wrong. They asked him about his biggest adjustment coming to America. Was it food? No, he said, it's sarcasm.
Oh,
sure.
They don't have sarcasm in Japanese culture. Are you aware of this, Josh? Because I know you lived in an Asian country. You lived in South Korea for a while.
Yeah, sarcasm did not play well at all.
Wow, that is so odd.
I like to imagine that he was joking. Like he was just like, "Oh no, it's sarcasm. We don't have sarcasm in Japan."
By the way, I'd love to be a kamikaze pilot.
That'd be great.
So they wouldn't say that then.
See, they wouldn't.
Right.
If they said, "I'd love to be a kamikaze pilot," they'd mean it.
Yes, and they often did. Yes.
Yeah, and they went. Yeah, they sure did.
Wow, I did not know that. That's interesting. So that's got to be rough being around a bunch of ball players.
Yeah.
Hey, nice balls, Shogo.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Shogo. No, it's fascinating. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, that just explains why certain things might not work, huh?
Yeah.
Good to know. And we've been saying for a long time that there needs to be a sarcasm font for texting purposes, et cetera, because people don't know when you're being sarcastic. And if you ever wrote a transcript of this show, yikes.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of that stuff without the sauce on it looks a little bit unfortunate. I'm sorry. We were at the sports desk with Chick McGee. What have you got over there?
A pair of Air Jordans worn and signed by Michael Jordan himself had gone up for auction. The shoes, the first pair Mike wore during his rookie year with the Bulls, have already received 9 bids, reaching $130K as of today, as of this morning on Golden Auctions. Golden Auctions, of course, an affiliate of bathroom products, Golden Showers.
Oh, indeed, yeah.
They are expected to.
I thought maybe he was going to go biblical with golden calves, something.
When you want a quality bathroom, ask for a golden shower.
Because the golden calves would be, of course, when they're selling LeBron's shoes from that rookie season.
They're expected to go for closer than $1 million. The already incredibly high value of Jordan's memorabilia skyrocketed since ESPN's The Last Dance. The docuseries aired now on Netflix, and similar pair of Air Jordan 1s recently sold for $560.
We knew what you meant.
Jordan actually signed. You didn't use Mrs. Kennedy there.
Now, Mrs. Kennedy, these AJ1s look to be silver and red.
Well, they're actually Air Jordan 1s.
Are they Vermeer?
My God, what a total bitch you are.
No, they're Vermeer.
Well, I don't know why. Jack? Jordan actually signed these sneaks on camera during a TV interview with a local LA sports reporter 7 years after he wore them.
That's what makes them super
in an NBA
valuable.
game.
I gotcha.
The reporter is mentioned in the story for some reason. Rick Lozano previously gifted the Jordans.
Hey, Rick Lozano.
Left shoe size 13.5, right 13.
Why?
Michael's former teammate, Bulls player, all-time great Gene Banks.
Who? Stole them from Michael's locker.
The auction is up through August 27th.
Does this Rick Lozano still own them or possess them? So will he be getting the $1 million windfall?
Yeah, he has them now. He was given to them by Gene Banks is what that sentence
So
is.
I hope Michael didn't sign them to Rick
Oh, I don't think he did.
I think they'd still be worth something.
Well, they would
Really?
still be worth something,
Sure.
but why he has two different sized feet?
Michael does, evidently. Yeah.
You know, I don't think that's uncommon. I think one of your feet usually is larger than...
Oh, yeah, isn't that, it is in my case, but I don't get different size shoes.
Right, you usually suck it up and go up. Well, of course you don't. It'd be hard to buy one shoe.
I really think both my feet are the same size.
Really?
Yeah.
For me, it's because I have one of those weird toes where my second toe is longer than my first toe, kind of thing.
Ah, you freak.
But I only have that. I only have it on one foot.
Do you have the...
it's even worse.
Yep.
Genetically, did you get the talon-like feet your father has? Like a bird, he can perch on
I don't
the
know.
wire?
I talked to a doctor one time, and he thinks that I just jammed my toe when I was 4 and basically just broke my toe and just never did anything about it.
Oh.
Kind of a weird kid running around at the Griswold household. Running around.
Oh, you weren't the weirdest. You're okay.
I can only imagine.
So this is, I'm sorry, this is from the year Michael Jordan wore these in his...
81, 82, along in there.
Because I'm looking at this on this website. You can also buy a pair of 1995 Tony Kukoc Air Croatians.
Kukoc, yep.
Oh, Kukoc, okay. They expect to bring $12 at the Swaparama in Zagreb.
Swaparama in Zagreb.
You know, if you watch The Last Dance, you know who's not going to buy those. It'd be Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
Wants nothing to do with Kukoc.
Yeah, there was a great part of The Last Dance where they talk about how Jordan wore these his final season with the Bulls as sort of an homage to his first season, and the basketball shoe technology had changed
It
drastically.
sure had. It looked really out of place. They looked really dated, yeah.
At one point, he said his feet were bloody.
Yes, yeah.
Yikes.
They look cool, though. They actually look like a lot of shoes you see nowadays.
Right, they did look cool.
They're kind of the dunk high design that you'll see around. They're really cool.
I mean, you think about everything, how it's changed.
Sure.
Have you ever seen a child's car seat from the 60s?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look, it says safely
seat.
made of pointy stainless steel.
Did you not?
This will pierce his heart, as it...
Did you not stand on the bench seat between your mom and
Heck
dad?
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
of
yeah, I
course.
did.
Oh,
Yeah, of course.
Put
we
it this
did.
way. I grew up with an aunt who was a safety nut. Mm-hmm. I am old enough to remember she had aftermarket seat belts put in her Buick.
Because they weren't sold that way.
They weren't sold with seat belts.
Do you know?
Aftermarket seat belts. I mean, but again, you talk about shoes. Look at the early days of basketball shoes.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Pretty much unstructured.
Look at Converse, yeah.
That's it.
Chuck
That
Taylor.
was it.
Yeah.
But
No
obviously,
support in those, really.
lots of advances. But
I wanted a pair of Converse. Mom got me a pair of The Winner by Sears.
Oh.
Made by Converse.
Red Ball Jets.
Thanks, Mommy.
Okay, well,
You know
that's
why?
So that explains that your obsession with shoes.
Probably.
You spend most of your free time looking at shoes on the internet.
Probably, like right now. These are. I saw this documentary. Why seatbelts took so long to be put in cars?
Why?
Auto manufacturers didn't want to imply that cars weren't safe.
Ah.
So we can't have seatbelts in there. Nothing's going to happen. Why would you need to be restrained from hurtling through the windshield?
I can't wear a seatbelt. Makes it harder to smoke in here.
Why put them on buses? We don't value children. Who cares if they crash their skull on the seat in front of them? They're just kids. They'll bounce
Oh, my
back.
gosh.
One of my
Those seats
favorite
are soft.
quotes from The Simpsons, Otto the bus driver. Hey, if we hit anything, just go limp. More sports coming up, including that Blue Jays catcher who's in love with himself.
And we have up on the Bob and Tom social media the picture of Rick James side by side with Josh Arnold.
That
is like one of those can you spot the difference games in a bar.
That's Chappelle as James.
Oh, yeah, it is. You're right.
I mean, it's dead on.
Yeah.
It is dead on. By the way, I just remember Tim Wilson's line about about seatbelts.
Absolutely.
His dad would say, tuck them between the seats. Those things could fly around in an accident and knock your eye out. Remember, you used to be able to climb under the seats and disable the seatbelt buzzer?
Oh, man.
Now you can do it with a computer on your phone.
Yeah.
We are coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
You can find us on Twitter at Bob and Tom, or you can email us at bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, how I do get sentimental. 'bout me carefree days as a lad. We never had toys that were store-bought. We would improvise with things that we had. We made forts out of cardboard boxes. Yardsticks were swords or were spears. But of all these things, none gave the hours of fun like me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. It was of the finest label, canvas, lace, and stainless cable. Me mother's gigantic brassiere. Yeah! Oh, I leapt from the roof of the garage, though I was but 6 or 7 years. Oh, I would have broke me back, but I clung fast to the straps of me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Wing nuts, cleats, and spoiler, brass grommets, and cup holder on me mother's gigantic brassiere. We tied the bra between 2 trees. The neighbor boys, they did declare. We ended the attack with 6 pumpkins and 2 cats flung from me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Delicate flower appliques, 8-track tape and safety chains on me mother's gigantic brassiere. One time we used it to slow down our dragster or parasail behind our boat. Then there was the time it was used to airlift an injured skier off a treacherous mountain slope. But most I think of my father's pride when wash day it was done, as he hoisted it up the telephone pole to billow in the sun. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. With an awning and screen door, could sleep 2 family of 4. It's me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Reinforced hydraulic winch, reflective tape, and 3-point hitch on me mother's gigantic brassiere. Bob and Tom.
Look, up in the sky.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's the biggest set of jugs I've ever seen. It's Shirtless Girl.
Posing as a topless dancer, showing off her pecs. No one knows her secret till she takes off her specs. She's Shirtless Girl.
Shirtless Girl.
With her special powers, she gives the bad guys fits. She don't use no gun, she stops them with her. She's Shirtless Girl.
Shirtless Girl.
Working in the chemistry lab one day, sophomore year, nothing seemed amiss. But that night, an amazing transformation took place. And the next morning, young Debbie Yabo woke to find...
My God, I'm huge. I must dedicate these to fighting evil.
Little did Debbie know that years before on the planet Lactoid, a planet whose gravity was causing it to sag dangerously toward the sun, her father, Major Yabo, and Mother Teton sent their infant daughter, Areola, rocketing through the Milky Way to Earth, knowing one day she'd become Shirtless Girl, keeping the city of Metropolis safe.
Okay, nobody move. Hand over all the money. It's Shirtless Girl.
Not so fast, bad guy.
Oh, yeah, like some dame is gonna...
Get a load of these.
Oh, I can't run away. Hell, I can't even walk.
Thanks, shirtless girl.
You're welcome, citizens. Don't touch those.
Sorry.
Along with her fellow superheroines, Wonder Bra Woman, Bikini Spider Woman, The Flash, and the Green Horny Shirtless Girl formed the Legion of Super Hooters.
Look, it's the cat signal. Some boob must need help. I better call my teenage bosom buddy A-Cup and head to the wet cave. I know.
To a Q95, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
There we go. Thank you very much. Christy Lee has the forecast quick.
Q95, Fox 59 weather. Plenty of sunshine today. 76 right now, 53 degrees.
Thank you very much. Josh, you got something to say?
I do. Sports finally back, including the NBA and MLB. Time to take in the action on FanDuel Sportsbook, America's #1 sportsbook. The app is super easy to use. Once you win, FanDuel pays you out in as little as 24 hours. And best of all, FanDuel Sportsbook lets you place your first bet risk-free. Just place any bet you want and get up to $500 back if you don't win. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app to get started. Sign up with promo code WFBQ so they know that we sent you. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code WFBQ to place your first bet risk-free. You must be 21 years and older and present in Indiana. First online real money wager only. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for terms and restrictions. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. That's FanDuel Sportsbook. Plenty of action out there, Tom.
Yes, FanDuel. Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see, I look around the room and I see there's our engineer, Ace Cosby. Looking sleek today. The black T-shirt, the black cap. The smile telling. You can just say, oh yeah, I know what happened last night about, I'd say, 10:15. The sun was down, the candles were lit.
Wow.
The Ace looked at that someone special and said, it's time.
Well, let him do it.
Yeah, I thought for sure you were going to let him do it.
Ace looked at someone special and said, I'm going to bed.
See, Tom knew. That's why Tom did it.
I thought he was going to go, how'd you get in here?
Josh looked at that someone special and said, it's time. And then his little hand puppet looked at him and said, no, leave me alone.
Hell of an act you got there,
Josh has taken off his Cleopatra hat, but don't be alarmed. We have posted it on the various Bob and Tom social media sites. Rick James, the great recording artist, sadly gone, and Josh together with their same headgear.
Well, no, the picture we used was Chappelle, not Rick James.
Right.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was.
It looks like Rick James.
I was
but
told it was Rick James.
No, it's Dave Chappelle as Rick James in the famous. Never mind. I can't say.
Okay, sorry about that. I didn't know. The point is, it's funny, I think. Okay, let's see. Momentum collector. Christy Lee is in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. There's Willie. There's Pat Godwin. I think it's time to get a song out of you, Pat. I know coming up we have the Gardner Minshew tribute because Mr. Minshew is apparently CV free.
Yep.
Doesn't have the coronavirus.
That's what they say.
Well, good.
Well, that's some good news.
Yeah.
Okay,
ready to go to practice.
Let's go back to the sports desk.
Last February, it says here, Toronto Blue Jays catcher Reese McGuire was arrested for allegedly masturbating in his car outside of a strip mall. Outside of a strip mall in Dunedin, Florida. And now, yes, there's a video. That's why we're talking to it now.
Oh, man.
Video obtained by TMZ shows the arrest of McGuire, who allegedly
Wait a minute.
enjoyed himself in his car outside a strip mall in Dunedin, Florida. That's a weird name for a... Oh, no, that's not right, is it?
You done eating?
Dunedin?
Done eating that? You can't go out to play.
How is there a video of this?
This is...
Probably, I would assume,
Team spring
security
TV or
security footage of this poor guy.
There are cameras everywhere.
Cranking it off in his car.
Well, is the footage of only the arrest or of him actually?
Yeah.
The 25-year-old, I don't know the answer to what I don't know. The 25-year-old
judging by this, it looks like he's joking up.
He pleaded no contest.
Is that pine tar? That's got to be sticky.
That's really sticky. Not as sticky as it's going to be. He pleaded no contest, fined $450 after initially being charged with exposure of sexual organs and a first-degree misdemeanor, which is punishable by up to a year in jail.
Not really exposure.
$1,000.
He's in a car.
$1,000 fine.
Mrs. Kennedy. Someone had to, I guess, see it. This poor guy, my God.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that great Mike Birbiglia joke where he's talking about how men and women have, the same level of libido, and he's talking to a woman and goes, well, have you masturbated? And she goes, sure. And he goes, ever done it in a car?
That, of course, is known as carjacking.
Sure. Indeed, yeah.
It's totally different.
It's how embarrassing for this guy.
Man.
You have to wonder what was in the strip mall that got him so excited.
Right. I don't know.
What a day I'm having.
Maybe he likes a good candle smell. I don't know.
Maybe there was...
That's an odd choice.
Well,
maybe there was a curves.
A Yankee Candles or Bed Bath & Beyond. Or
Now, Pat, aren't you going to Bed Bath & Beyond today?
I went 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah. I love that place. Did you get some new sheets and stuff for your new apartment?
No, Christy got me those.
Okay, good.
I went yesterday. I love it. I do love it.
What'd you pick up?
I picked up a new oil-rubbed bronze trash can for my bathroom.
That sounds like the Beyond part. No, maybe a bath.
Yeah, that was the bath. And then I picked up...
You got a what?
Some new... a new trash can for my
oil-rubbed bronze.
That I've redone in all oil-rubbed bronze.
Yes.
Very nice. I don't know what oil-rubbed bronze is.
I'll take photos.
What is it? Oil-rubbed bronze.
Yeah, it's kind of black and it looks old.
I would think most of the oil rubbing in your house
is both on my pork tenderloins and your loins. On my own loins. That's right. Anything with loins get rubbed.
By the way, you're welcome.
What do you mean?
The box right to my right there?
Well, that's a way to present a cake to a person, isn't it?
Isn't it nice?
By the way, I was being polite, waiting for you to tell me that this was... can I look at it?
You're welcome.
It's Josh's 4th anniversary on the show. This week, we're celebrating, apparently.
The whole week.
And I've got a nice cake there for you, and it's your favorite, I believe. Man. If you'd like to open it up.
It's got some weight to it, huh?
It's a big cake.
It's 40 pounds of cake
heft,
here, yeah.
It looks delicious. You told us yesterday your favorite was white on white. Calm down.
You're the one who acted like you got to get it open. We're slowing down.
Look at that. How lovely. Yes, it says, Happy 4th, Josh.
How
about that?
Oh, white
nice?
with yellow trim.
It's got some flowers.
It
blue
looks
in there.
very birthday-ish.
Yes,
very nice.
It does, yeah. Looks like a cake for somebody named Myrtle, really.
Well, let's just say, obviously they'd obviously made it for someone else's wedding, but hey, look, if they're not going to show up, could we have that one?
Oh, I love it.
Just right to Josh.
It's going to be delicious. We'll all have some of that.
Good. Yeah. Once again, celebrating Josh's 4 years. We have received some pretty good requests for some stuff featuring Josh.
Oh, boy.
So we'll try to get to some of those coming up. If you want to reach us, Josh, how does one do that?
Oh, my gosh. Email us. Go on the Bob and Tom app. You can contact us there. But I say text us. 888-262-8661. I get 69 cents per text that comes in, and it helps put food on my table. Thank you very much.
You get nothing, but that's fine.
Well, you will hear from my lawyer. He gets one phone call a day.
Denver Broncos in
Yes.
sports, they have installed a misting booth to disinfect players as they enter and exit the team facility.
I was hoping you'd play this for me.
Do you recognize this song, Willie?
No, of course not.
Nat King Cole?
No.
I feel like I'm clinging to...
Who sings like...
That's Aaron Neville there.
What's the song called?
Oh, Aaron Neville.
It's Johnny Mathis.
Oh.
But supposed to be like the nicest guy ever, by the way. I've been told by some various people who know him. That's the famous song, I Get Misty.
Play Misty for me.
Remember the movie, the Clint Eastwood movie, Play Misty for Me?
Yes, I do remember that.
This is the song. So once again, they have a misting machine. What is it again?
Misting booth at the Denver Broncos facility. The team posted...
By the way, the brand name of the misting booth, of course, it's called... it's called the Mr.
Why wouldn't it be? Yeah.
He is so excited. The team posted footage.
Remember this song, Willie?
Of course not. Why the hell would I know this song?
Oh, my gosh.
Great band.
That squeezing out of every word.
Oh, heartfelt. He felt every
great
syllable.
singer, you jackass. And of course, Mr. brought back to contemporary consciousness
by Train.
By that Train song. Hey there, Mister.
Mister.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Have you heard that song, Willie?
I've heard the train song,
Mister,
yes.
on the radio. Okay. You seem disgusted by the whole thing.
I just didn't want to kill the momentum again.
Mathis didn't necessarily invent that style of singing, but Neville really took it to the next level, didn't he?
Certainly did.
His jaw, it was hard to watch.
I think Tommy James did it first.
Well, that was done. that was done.
Crystal blue persuasion.
God, I love Tommy James and the Shondells.
Moni.
No, I was a Crimson and Clover girl.
Same here. Terrific.
Great song.
Moni can go anywhere else but my.
Yeah, I'm like that. Crystal Blue
That was a big
Persuasion.
dance song with the additional lyrics.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Well, everybody's been drunk and done that in a bar, thanks.
And who did the remake on that? Was it
Billy Idol?
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
No.
Moni.
Sorry. The booths at Broncos that missed spray a product called Microsure.
You ever hear the Weird Al parody, Alimony? And it's for real.
Alimony.
Alimony.
I thought it would be baloney, maybe.
No, he did buy Bologna.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Shaking his head.
Microsure is an allegedly powerful non-toxic disinfectant that can kill E. coli, Staphylococcus aureus, and coronavirus on contact. There you go.
Is this a good idea?
I don't know. It seems to me to be overkill. It's about the air, not about the surfaces, more or less, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought, but
I mean, they're trying their best to do everything, so I guess. Do you have to put goggles on or something? I mean, can you?
Yeah.
You're walking through some kind of a mist. It'd be kind of scary.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Where was this happening again, Chick?
Broncos.
Okay.
Denver Broncos.
So you just walk by and it blows this stuff on you?
Yeah, Microsure.
They have that in Miami a lot.
It probably won't be the only thing that blows coming out of Broncos this year.
I see.
Chick, that's about the time a 70-year-old man yelled at me at Broncos Stadium.
No.
I was wearing a Colts jersey, and the Colts are just getting their ass kicked. And the 70-year-old man comes and sits next to me, and he goes, "You really thought you were going to wear that jersey and leave here with a smile on your face?"
Yeah.
17-year-old kid security guard had to come kick him out. Oh. It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. It was hilarious.
Boy, he thought he scored on you, man.
Pick your battles, mister.
No joke.
It was hilarious.
Who was playing quarterback? Was Peyton quarterback
It was
Broncos?
Peyton versus Andrew Luck. It was
how cool.
That brief era. And then at the end of the season, the Colts beat them to go on to the AFC Championship, and then they lost in what would become Deflategate, 50-7 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It was a really cool
I
season.
think that guy was hitting on you, by the way.
Yeah. He was just trying to get lucky at the Mile High City.
Or pick up my boys there at Broncos.
Hey, you can leave the jersey on.
More sports coming up, including wall-to-wall world records coming up.
Really?
Go ahead, creepy guy.
I want to remind you that I recently, for the weekend, rented a house. And,
Sure did.
And it had a bed that was apparently made out of very fresh marshmallows.
And as you've told me many times, I have a perfectly good bed in my home. I don't know why you're renting these houses.
We were away for the weekend. And the point here is I love my Sleep Number bed, and I'm not kidding. I happen to set my Sleep Number bed setting when it comes to firmness. My Sleep Number setting is a pretty crisp 85. Chick McGee, your Sleep Number setting?
100. I like it firm, Tom. You know that.
Now, the opposite of that is Christy Lee.
35.
God, that's very. So if I sleep
like a baby.
Yeah, but I can't get out of the bed in the morning. My back hurts. This is the point of the Sleep Number bed is you can keep everybody happy. It's very important to get sleep, especially now. So you want to be safe and healthy, and part of that is just getting proper sleep. Here's some tips from the Sleep Number people. Create a peaceful place for sleep. Well, that's important. Ambient noise can be helpful. I have one of those now that I carry with me, one of those portable sound-making things. And they've got, now the new ones have all kinds of different sounds you can get.
Really?
Oh, yeah, you can get New York City, first floor. Honk, honk. Hey, whatever you're used to.
Probably come in handy when we do a commercial for a sound machine.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Sorry.
Honk, honk.
Or you can get that seawater.
Oh, I do that one.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay. A proven quality sleep is important. I love my Sleep Number bed. And by the way, the Sleep Number 360 smart bed, well, there's some very special stuff going on right now. Limited time sale. Save up to $500 on select smart beds. Shop your way just by going to Sleep Number, the store near you, or go online at sleepnumber.com/BT show Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Sleepnumber.com/BT Show. I genuinely love my Sleep Number bed. And did I mention that you can have one side soft and one side firm? It's your choice. It should be called the Freedom Bed.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? No, there we go. Check it out, the Sleep Number bed. We're coming right back. We have Donnie Baker on the line. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Might be time to get yourself a Bob and Tom VIP membership at bobandtom.com. You can watch the live 7-camera video stream of the show each and every day as it happens. Jeff Oskey taking care of the camera switching for us on that. Plus, you get access to the Bob and Tom archives and the complete album library. It's the VIP premium service. Check it out now at bobandtom.com/VIP. More of the show coming up.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Neil Young is suing President Donald Trump's re-election campaign for using Young's music without permission. Young's lawsuit says the campaign used Rockin' in the Free World and Devil's Sidewalk several times at rallies and political events, including the June 20th rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Young says when he complained about the campaign using Rocking in the Free World in 2015, when Trump announced his run for presidency, the campaign said it had gotten permission. Neil Young said there's proof the campaign knew it needed permission to use his music and didn't get it. He's now seeking up to $150,000 in statutory damages for each infringement. And Jay-Z's Rock Nation Entertainment Company will now help shape young minds. Long Island University in New York will launch the Rock Nation School of Music, Sports, and Entertainment with its first student starting the program in the fall of next year. It will offer undergraduate degrees in music, music technology, entrepreneurship, production, and sports management. Jay-Z started Rock Nation in 2008. It produced the Super Bowl halftime show with Shakira and Jennifer Lopez, and its clients have included Rihanna, Alicia Keys, J. Cole, and Megan Thee Stallion. And ostriches are known for burying their heads in the sand, but in this case, the ostrich managed to bury himself in a ravine. The bird escaped from the southwest Illinois farm where it lived, fell into a ditch. According to fire officials, the 300-pound bird was injured, but pulled out alive and is on the mend from a neck laceration. The ostrich has been returned to its owners after being treated by a veterinarian. That's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show's on the way.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Church league softball fist fight, getting washed in the blood on a Tuesday night. What would Jesus do? Lord, he wouldn't do that. Knock hell out of a preacher with a softball bat. Well, the swinging shepherds from the sheep of the Savior were tied with the Sourwood Church of Christ, an example of some highly unholy behavior in a game that had already been protested twice. Something unbiblical must have been said for them to be aiming heat at a minister's head. Clocking the clergy ain't the thing to do, but neither's the high hard one on a 0-2. Church league softball fist fight, a bloody laying on a hands neath the left field lights, knocking out 4 teeth, getting a busted lip. Ain't exactly my idea of Christian fellowship. Church league softball fist fight, rolling around the pitcher's mound, it just don't look right for nice people from the church and the Sunday school class to trade the cup of brotherhood for a can of whoop ass.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
What'd you do, dog?
So I screwed up. You know how too many times I say the wrong thing?
Yeah, right.
Well, Kathy's into this mail order stuff again.
Right.
Yeah.
She's into this big time. I came home the other day. There was a case of breast enlargement cream on the kitchen table.
There was? Breast enlargement cream?
Yeah, sitting right there on the table. I said, what the hell is this for? She said she rubs it on her breasts. They get bigger. I said, just use toilet paper. It's been working on your butt for 8 years.
Oh, that was a beautiful
Right now, Killer Bees joins us in the studio.
Bees, how you doing?
Real good, man. I get up a shopping list over here. My wife's eating in bed now. She's at that part of the pregnancy where they crave all this food. Some people have mirrors over the bed. We got a sneeze guard. Sleeping on those Posturepedic Sealamil, man. Hey, you ain't lived till you're making love, and your wife says, "Go slow, I'm spilling my chili."
You answer for the Super Friends. Dead on, too, by the way. I don't know who that guy was.
Yeah, he was the guy who was after Ted Knight. Ted Knight did the original ones.
Right.
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice, Jackie and Sarah and Monroe, get ready. Aquaman, I want you on the golf course in 5 minutes. Chop, chop.
Hey, Superman, you're going to free bowl of soup with that hat or what? Talk to the judge.
Let's talk to our guest, Tom Foss. Now,
Hi there, 722 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee's got the forecast.
Oh, a nice chilly start to the morning, 53 currently. Brought to you by CarX, your forecast calling for sunshine, 76. Sunny tomorrow, 79. Yes.
Okay, now I want you to do the forecast like the we can buy any car guy.
I was going to say, we can buy any car. We have lots of sunshine today. Yeah. Sunshine, 75.
70,
Go.
70, 79. What the hell's wrong with you?
That guy scares me.
7.
He can buy any car, though.
Yeah, I can.
I love this song. It's Duke Tomato and the Power Trio. Let's get Duke and the boys back here for another in-house live band day, shall we? I say yes.
I say yes, but
coronavirus be damned. Of course, we have to stick them outside by the dumpster, but hey, look, it's not my fault. I don't make the laws around
So it's
here.
not really in-house.
It's in outhouse.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I'm not sure they like being called the Outhouse Band.
They make some nice outhouses, though, man. Like 6 or 7 holers, man.
Oh, yeah, nice trailers.
With sinks and stuff.
Well, if you want to pay for it, I have to pay $150 every time.
Do you need money? Do you need
Yes,
money?
I do.
You need like 20? Can I give you a 20?
Let's see. That's Jackass Patrol. Oh, I saw one.
Jackass Patrol.
He looked right at me when he said that.
Jackass Patrol.
Let's see, where were we? Oh, I know. There's Ace. There's Chick. I'm Tom. Josh. There's a great photograph of Josh next to Willie. How did you describe it?
It's Dave Chappelle as Rick James.
Because when I saw Josh wearing this Cleopatra wig, I thought it's kind of made of beads, and it does look very Rick James-esque from that particular era of Rick James.
Well, I'm sitting at the I Hate Steven Singer desk, and I wanted to be bejeweled,
yes,
if you will. Yeah,
lovely.
Like a Cleopatra.
I think, as Willie pointed out, Mr. Singer does not sell that particular item.
No, he's got much higher quality.
Yes, he has what we call taste.
Yes. Get those just because gifts out.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Christy Lee's in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom, and Pat Godwin. Pat, we got a song coming up.
Okay.
I'm mentioned to hear it. But right now, I'd like to finish sports with. Oh, can you grab that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob, Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie, how are you?
Hey, hang on just a second. Lizzie, I think it's time to get up. Lizzie, wake up. First day of school.
Uh-oh.
Get up, come out the couch. It's your first e-learning day of school. Get up.
Donnie's e-learning.
Yeah, it's Slippy's first day of school, guys.
Wow.
Yeah, so is he really going to school?
Well, his school district decided to go all online learning this first semester. So he's back at home again. And this means I had to get the internet added to my bill since my dick neighbor Mitchell changed his Wi-Fi password last month. So now I've got to come out of pocket for it. Christy, you might want to budget a little more when you send that next check.
All right. Noted.
Plus, now I got to go out and buy and mount a chalkboard, buy some paste, got to buy a desk. The only thing I'm saving money on this year is school uniforms. Because the only thing he's wearing to class this semester is his little Mountain Dew footy pajamas.
No, I love those. Yeah, those are so nice.
Well, they're Mountain Dew, huh?
Of course.
Well, already got a sponsor, long before Ricky Rudd did. And this is so unfair. I'm only 3 semesters away from getting my certificate in small engine repair, and now I got to put my dreams on hold just so I can play unpaid substitute teacher for my kids.
It's hard, Donnie. I know.
Is hard.
It is hard. I don't pay all this money out of my check and taxes, then to have to run and fund my own homeschool. If you want me to be a teacher, you better damn well better underpay me like a teacher.
Here.
There you go.
You're right, Donnie.
Yeah.
because I ain't teaching for free, regular. I didn't mind it for a few weeks and flatten the curve. Now we're come full circle. And to be honest, the only classes I don't mind teaching him is gym and recess, because I'm pretty good at both. I almost aced both of them when I was his age. Plus, today's dodgeball, so that's always fun for me. And I guess the only class I really don't want to teach him is art.
Why not?
Why?
Well, I don't understand why we even waste our time teaching art in schools no more.
Why?
You might as well save some time and money and just teach these kids how to hand out breadsticks at Fazoli's, because that's what they're going to be doing with an art degree anyway.
Well, they're trying to become well-rounded people.
Those are good breadsticks.
Great breadsticks.
Man.
I better run. He still ain't up. And I can't have him late for the first day, especially when he's only got to make it here to the living room.
That's right.
No, Whippy, you have to wear pants and underwear. Don't touch them brownies. Uncle Boner left them on the counter. I don't need you puking up happy lettuce. I got this.
All right.
Happy lettuce. Okay.
Oh, man.
Todd's quite the
And
cook.
finally, stupid world record. Next to finally, a reporter for the news program Vice has tied a Guinness World Record after trying to break 3 records in one day.
Okay.
All right.
In a video documenting his journey, Will Timon begins by saying, I've never won anything.
What's his
I've never
name?
been...
Will Timon?
T-I-G-H. I'm guessing the G-H is
I
silent.
thought it was like Wilt Hyman.
That'd be bad.
That'd be a...
That's
That's an old one.
Yeah, that's the story of the 78-year-old virgin.
I think I've got a feeling Dick Hitswater is going to be sitting in for Wilt Hyman real soon.
I'm certain of it.
I'm sorry.
How about Will Timon? How about that instead of Wilt?
Will Timon?
Will Timon.
Sorry, I killed
Was
him.
Timon the name of that guy? I got a hunger for a hunk of cheese. Remember that?
He was the cheese ambassador, wasn't he?
Yeah, remember he would dance around in a cowboy hat. He was a cartoon.
Yeah.
I think his name was Timon.
Howdy, cheese. You don't remember this?
On Saturday mornings, it was always just eat cheese was essentially the commercial.
There's never been anything special about me, said Will. He set his sights on attempting 3 Guinness World Records and narrowed his list down to those that seemed within reach. He thought he could get these most lit candles in the mouth.
Oh!
You ever seen those pictures? They're hilarious.
Yes.
Yes.
I've seen the cigarette guy. I've never seen the candle.
Oh, the cigarette guy. That's scary.
Fastest time to eat a raw onion.
Oh.
And most tea bags thrown into mugs in 30 seconds.
The most tea bags thrown into mugs.
Yes, sir.
That sounds like a David Rush kind of record.
Yes.
It does, yeah.
Are they wet tea bags or are they dry tea bags?
I don't. The onion one sounds near impossible, or just
It sounds well, Chuck and I agree. Those you get a Vidalia.
A Vidalia?
I'm sure it has to be a certain size, and you probably aren't allowed to throw up for 5 minutes or something.
You eat
Vidalia onion.
like an apple.
You
man.
can, yeah.
He gave himself a week to practice. He studied David Rush, who currently holds the record for most lit candles in the mouth, and spoke to Ashrita Furman.
How do you spell her first name?
Carefully.
A-S-H-R-I-T-A.
Oh, there's an R in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You thought it was just
Of course he did.
Where else would you?
He's a kid.
If it doesn't come out of your... Sorry.
Ashrita holds 200 world records, and she told Timon, if it was me, I wouldn't choose any of those.
All right.
When the day came, I assume that's a woman, Ashrita. Doesn't that sound like
It does.
Yeah. When the
Sounds
day
like
came,
a great song. Candida.
Ashrita, we can make it together.
Oh, I don't know if I know it. Huh.
Candida, really?
I'll have to look it up.
We'll have to grab Candida, I guess.
He gave himself a week to practice. He
Tony
studied
Orlando and Dawn?
David Rush, the record for most lit candles in the mouth, and
Now try Ashrita. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ashrita. Okay, there we go. Sorry.
Yeah, I've never heard it. I like it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Timon
Sorry.
successfully.
Sorry. Ashrita's a dude.
Oh, okay. All right.
Uh-oh.
That's fine.
He went to my college.
Went to your college?
Yeah.
He went to Columbia, has an Ivy League degree, and he's
they'll let anybody in there these days.
He is, oh my God, he has more than 600 world records.
When the day came to attempt the records in front of my favorite thing, Guinness World Record adjudicator, he successfully...
Well, I don't think we should pick on people because of their religion.
No. I mean, and if he wants to serve food to wedding parties and whatnot.
Josh and I are doing our own show.
You guys are having a great time. I'm glad.
my head
Don't get me
over
wrong. I'm very glad. He successfully threw 2 tea bags into mugs within 30 seconds.
2?
What?
Falling 6 tea bags short of beating the current record.
I'm with Christy. Are they dry or wet?
Right, because that make a difference in the...
They got to be dry.
He
It'd be
tried
easier to do them wet, right?
Right.
Right,
yes.
because if they're dry, they float.
Right.
He tried to eat a raw onion in under 29.5 seconds, but it took him... He fell a little short. It took him 5 minutes.
5 minutes. All right, he didn't give up.
Wait, so he didn't do the onion and he didn't do the tea bags?
And for his last record, he tried to beat David Rush's record of 100 for most lit candles in the mouth. He initially tried stuffing 102 candles in his mouth, but they fell out. So his second attempt involved 101 candles. But one candle was not lit. He was able to tie the record.
Okay.
Earning him, yes, a Guinness World Record title.
Okay, here's a picture of this guy. He's got special goggles on with a metal flange.
That's got to be really hot to have
a metal flange going across the bottom of the goggles, I guess, to prevent the candles from burning his nose off.
Are they birthday candles? Or
They're those really slender, thinner than a pencil, really long. Those candles are probably pencil length.
Okay.
So wait, David Rush helped him with the candle challenge, and then Ashrita helped with the other challenge, right?
Ashrita said, don't do any of these. They're really tough.
Right.
I heard that for the teabag challenge, you had to get a British guy to help him. Yeah, I heard he had to get some PG tips.
Oh, okay.
PG tips?
PG tips.
Okay.
What's PG tips?
It's a British tea brand.
Oh, boy, that's a snooty joke.
Real great.
By the way, I think we're okay because we didn't identify Ashrita as being a man because he made the name up.
He did?
He was born Keith Furman.
Oh, come on. You can't go from Keith to Ashrita.
Are you serious?
Yeah, apparently. Oh, he's a follower of, what's his name? Sri Chinmoy, the guy that Santana, Carlos, remember?
Oh, we're all...
What's his name? David Dick?
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Who's the other guy? John McLaughlin, the guitar player?
Santana's David.
Dry Bok Choy, I think is...
No, I think Carlos's middle name is David Hip, isn't it? I thought it was.
I think he gave that. This is the same thing.
All the Buddhist
There's a picture of this guy at the Great Wall of China.
Okay.
Dressed like he's in Springsteen's E Street Band. That's weird.
Huh.
I bet that wall's not so great. Don't you think? Not so great?
The Great Wall of Chocolate at P.F. Chang's is quite something.
No, see, that's
That's
one of the wonders of the world.
It's a piece of cake you can see from space.
And that's also a Guinness World Record waiting to happen.
How many walls of chocolate?
How many walls of
A
chocolate?
boring gig building the Great Wall of China would be. Are we going uphill or downhill today? Uphill? Oh, great.
Oh, I'm sure they...
Yeah, they didn't complain for long. We got a billion more people want this job. So just
someday
shut
there'll
up
be
and keep lifting.
a really witty disco song about being a slave.
Hey, part 2. A man in India has
in Egypt, remember that one? Never mind.
He's still walking along, isn't he? Out in his path in the woods. A man in India has attempted to break the Guinness World Record for most Rubik's Cube solved underwater in one breath.
Stay down.
He's dead.
Now, of course, there's been several drownings in connection with
that's a great
this
record.
How many?
Does he get? Can he wear goggles?
I hope if he's in the Ganges.
25-year-old.
Well, I solved another turd.
Ila Yaram Sikar was able to solve 6 Rubik's Cubes while submerged in a tank of water.
Sikar,
for 2.1. Sikar, hardly knew him. For 2.17 minutes. His attempt beats the current record of 5.
Ye shall find is what I...
He held his breath for 2.17 minutes?
Yep.
That's pretty good.
That's
Nice.
right
I
there.
guess it's on record that Tom Cruise can hold his breath for like a crazy, over 6 minutes.
Well, apparently Katie Holmes didn't smell too good.
Oh.
Well, that is...
they were divorced long ago.
That is, I guess... The humorous, certainly.
What a weird
mean
show.
spirited.
They were divorced long ago.
Seeker, this reminds me.
Guys like, I don't know why people pick on Tom Cruise. I don't know anything about what his personal life is like. He's such a good actor.
I totally agree.
That's all that, I mean, I don't.
He's an incredible actor.
He's on the list. Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, Tom Cruise. They're all jerks. Yes.
I don't know Tom. He's probably a great guy. Who knows? But he's a great actor. That's what he is. He's an actor.
Yeah,
you have to separate that from everything else.
He's a very good actor.
Seacar said
I have a terrible
Can we
time doing
stop talking about Tom Cruise? Nobody cares. We're trying to get this Rubik's World record.
Yeah, you ever see A Few Good Men?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson acted rings around Tom Wooden.
Remember Kevin Pollak's great story about being on the set for that movie?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Apparently the clouds emitting from Mr. Nicholson's trailer.
He's quite a partier.
That is quite a green cloud.
He probably got it from Reiner.
So I'm sorry. So this clown is underwater solving how many Rubik's Cubes does he get?
Yeah, check how many did he wake up? Check.
6.
What?
We have any smelling salts?
5 was the record. He did 6 and got the world record. He said he's the first person in Asia to attempt the record and added, I want to inspire my students to do more. A pandemic will come and go, but our
no, do that. I dare you.
Spirit. Pandemic will come and go, but our mind and spirit should reach a higher level to face anything in life. Actually, that's pretty good advice.
Who wrote this? What?
Seacar.
No, the report on this.
It's from...
well, you've got to be careful with Rubik's Cube news. It can be really six-sided. Okay.
There's a trick to the Rubik's Cube. Yeah.
The trick is solving it.
Yeah.
No,
There is
you can
a trick?
solve any Rubik's Cube. Yeah, it's to the left and to the right, and to the left and to the right.
It means thinking ahead, which I can't do.
No, the trick is easy. You carefully peel off the stickers.
Yep.
I say we make, what's his name, David Rush do this.
Yeah.
But don't give him air until he makes it.
I say we just...
Got to get 7, Dave. Sorry.
I say we
no
just
breathing.
go ahead and tell him he's going to do it and just drown him. How about that?
That's incredible. He did...
That is incredible.
He did 6 Rubik's Cubes while holding his breath.
Yes, again. Yes.
Is there a picture of this guy?
Are you getting a little frustrated?
What body of water was he in, Chick?
He was in a tank.
Oh.
It just said a tank of water.
Yeah. Although in this photograph, it looks like the tank is full of urine. Maybe it's just the lens on the camera.
They picked a yellow filter.
New Delhi tap water.
No, that would be brown. When we come back, is that sports?
Yes.
When we come back, we have a song from Pat Goddard about an exciting story in contemporary culture.
And Tom will also ask me if that's sports again when we come back.
I want to revisit some of these stories. And I want to hear more about Gardner Minshew.
Don't forget.
And we have a broken statue and more stuff. And the coolest story for those of you that are cooks, they've invented this thing that tells you if your food in the fridge is spoiled. It's super cool.
It's called the nose.
The nose. Yeah. That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Everything about the show is at bobandtom.com. Check it out now. State law.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Hey, don't forget Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Weeknights at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's Bob and Tom Tonight. 20 minutes of video highlights from today's Bob and Tom show. tonight. Plus, we have Bob and Tom's Instagram account, social media. Yeah, we got that covered. Pictures of Bob and Tom with friends and guests who have stopped by. Highlights from the show. Head on over to bobandtom.com for quick links to all of Bob and Tom's social media sites. And while you're there, you can watch the Black Moods do their song Sunshine, and the Black Moods also Throwing Shade. Both available right there, right now at bobandtom.com. And also magician Justin Willman blows Tom's mind. It's pretty amazing. He's one of the best magicians out there. He stopped by the show via Zoom, and we've got it for you right here. You can relive the moment at bobandtom.com.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Interleague Major League Baseball scores last night. Minnesota over Pittsburgh 7-3, Cleveland 4, Cincinnati 2 in the Battle of Ohio. Also winning interleague play, Miami, Atlanta, the Cubs, the White Sox, and Houston. American League winners, Tampa Bay, Oakland, and the Angels. And the National League, Washington, Colorado, and the Dodgers all win. Philly at Miami postponed. NBA winners last night, these count. Brooklyn beat Milwaukee, Dallas in overtime beating Sacramento, Phoenix beat the Clippers, Pacers over the Magic, Miami beat Boston, and Portland over Houston. NHL winners, the Isles, Nashville, Toronto, Calgary, Carolina, and Vancouver. And the WNBA winners last night, Chicago, Phoenix, and Seattle. The Detroit Lions removed Matthew Stafford from the COVID IR list, saying he received a false positive test, and that drew the ire of the quarterback's wife toward the NFL. The list created for players who either test positive or have been in close contact with an infected person. Stafford was listed on it Saturday, but the team said Tuesday his testing sequence for the pre-entry period was negative, and a false positive. And the Jacksonville Jaguars announced they have cleared starting quarterback Gardner Minshew from the virus list. He spent the last 2 days in mandatory quarantine. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
The great classic rocker Jim Capaldi would have turned 76 years old this month. Jimmy showed musical promise at just age 5, and his mother strongly encouraged him to pursue a career in music. Almost every day she would tell little Jimmy, go play in traffic. 15 years later.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Yeah. He did just that. Los Angeles Angels star Mike Trout is turning 29, outliving most Trout by a whopping 22 years.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Losing a loved one is always difficult. The grief is overwhelming, and planning the funeral can be an emotionally draining experience.
But now, thanks to Rimshot Funeral Home, your whole funeral planning experience can be a boatload of fun.
Hello, my name is Shecky. Can I help you?
Yes, my uncle just passed.
Passed, huh? Well, go out and wave him down. Maybe he's lost.
No, he didn't just drive by. He passed. He's dead.
Oh, well, I am sorry. What did he die of?
He had a heart problem.
Yeah, it stopped beating.
At Rimshot Funeral Home, we serve two purposes: to help you in your time of need and to deliver side-splitting one-liners to help you get over your loss.
So, I need to plan his funeral.
I should warn you, our prices are like your uncle.
Like my uncle? What do you mean?
They're pretty stiff.
Well, how expensive is cremation?
Well, it's not bad. In fact, right now, we're having a fire sale.
Well, I guess I might just have him buried.
I can dig it.
Okay, and the plot would be...
Well, not much of a plot, really. You bring him in, we embalm him, play a little organ music, toss him in the ground. End of story, baby.
Why should funeral planning be such a grim task when it can be a laugh-a-minute riot at the Rimshot Funeral Home?
Well, all right, well, how about a coffin?
Okay, I'm a coffin. Hey, you want me to turn my head too, Doc?
You're killing me.
Killing you? How do you think I generate all this business?
Rimshot Funeral Home, where we put a fun new spin.
Oh, what a dreamy man. 746 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
And once again, with a weather update, as the We Buy Any Car guy, it's Christy Lee.
50, 50, 50, 50,
Sunshine,
55,
sunshine,
55.
sunshine, 76, 76, 76.
We've got 76.
76. 54 now, clear skies, clear skies.
54. Clear. Sky.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Are we doing the YouTube thing today? Is that out there?
Oh, my God. What did I tell you? I've told you this 6 times. Unless you hear from us, we're on YouTube. Okay?
Sorry.
Now, what'll happen tomorrow?
Are we on the YouTube today?
Well, I was going to say, because Christy looks so nice over there in the Navy Federal Credit
thanks.
Union newsroom.
I showered for you.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
I missed the side sweep on the banks. Can you put some mousse in that or something? It doesn't really stay.
They're not long enough. They'll be there in a week.
Okay. Pat Godwin, once again, looks like a park ranger on his way to tell some kids to turn down the music at their campfire.
Pat,
no alcohol.
Pat, can you sweep your bangs over, Pat? Oh.
I used to be able to, Chick.
Yeah.
We all like your hair longer, Pat, swept back like that.
I do.
With the hair dye. It looks like you're a made man.
It does.
Yeah, you never
He's
know.
a made
It's a
guy.
good look. Hey,
You look like Paulie Walnuts.
I'm Sinatra now, Chick.
Yep, there he is.
Hey, and the king of Philly.
Now, we really haven't been celebrating enough today because we're the Josh Arnold week continues, celebrating his 4th year on the Bob and Tom Show. We have cake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Has anybody tried the cake yet?
Yeah, I have. It's delicious.
Where's the cake?
I want to say
It's in the green room.
there's a hint of lemon, I want to say. It's really
very
good.
nice.
Very nice. Josh, you haven't had any of your cake yet?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay, you going to have any?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay.
He doesn't want you to make fun of him.
Going to make fun of him.
Can you see
Really?
him mowing on some cake and you go, Josh is at the I Hate Steven Seagal. Oh, my God. Look what he's doing.
Oh, is there a strawberry on there? That's
I
the
am
first
fat.
time
I'm
Josh.
so fat. I'm fat.
Now, Billy, what was your point?
What, no
gonna be?
chocolate sauce?
Oh, there's a strawberry? That's the first fruit Josh has eaten since 1976. He's loving it. He loves it.
Closest Josh ever came to lettuce was when he sang the song "Let Us Entertain You."
There we go. There we go.
Oh, sorry.
That's the line.
Josh's salad days have never happened. Why? I'm not doing this. Where were we? Oh, we were doing sports. What was the last exciting story?
What did I say? What did I say when we left? And I said that's sports. I'll say coming up.
The guy has the world record for doing Rubik's
Tom will ask
Cube
me if that's sports.
underwater.
Yes, it's 6 is now the record.
That's
He
really
beat
cool.
The old record by 1. Yes, it's very cool. He should win a medal or something. Yeah,
It's
amazing.
Great.
Yeah.
Getting kids. He's a teacher. Getting kids to learn about fun stuff like that. Well, why don't we segue over to Christy Lee? She's all by herself.
Yeah, all by
glassed
myself
in
again.
along Willie's glassed in over there, and Pat's in the other building trying to keep what do we call this, socially distant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems to be working.
But everybody's wearing the masks when they walk around the building, which is weird.
Yeah, well,
it's not that weird.
It's not weird walking by someone and going, "Ugh."
Yeah.
It's a little weird, but it's.
Have you heard this thing about this debate about masking up and how masking sounds
Will
like?
you pick a topic, please?
Well, so how masking sounds like what?
Like masturbating?
There's a debate on this? A national debate about debate?
No.
Listen to this. Listen to this audio.
As COVID cases mount across the country, the mass debate is intensifying.
The mask debate.
Right.
Yep, it sure does.
As COVID cases mount across the country, the mass debate is intensifying.
People are very passionate on both sides of the great mass debate.
The partisan mass debate is heating up.
Mass debate's growing. The president is trying to have us cover the mass debate.
CVS, Target, and Walgreens are getting in on the mass debate.
It doesn't the mass debate now taking center stage at local restaurants.
And there's new video of a raging mass debate.
The great mass debate in West Virginia might soon be coming to an end.
This mass debate is far from over.
How many mass debates have you gotten into? Love to hear it.
The mass debate.
Love to hear
taken
it.
to a whole nother level.
He found himself in the middle of a mass debate.
So we're going to begin with this thing we're calling the great mass debate.
Okay.
It sure does.
Unfortunately.
And then we had the story about the guy from the Toronto Blue Jays who was Not a mask debate, but
in his car.
No, he was
got in
actually
his car.
having at himself.
Okay.
And there's apparently video about it.
Hey, he plays for the Blue Jays, not the Blue Balls. All right, people.
Oh, hey now.
Hey, all right, come on.
Come on. I'm here all week.
Blue Jays more like HJs, huh?
Over the
Is that
waistband.
an H if you do it yourself?
Yeah. No, I guess it's not.
What is the rule on
It's
that?
not. No.
You got to go with think tank. Have them worry about that for a while. Okay. Well, where were we? Oh, we were going to go over to Christy Lee. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so. A plane crashed is it Papua New Guinea?
Yeah.
And authorities believe it might have something to do with its cargo of 1,100 pounds of cocaine.
Whoa.
The Cessna 402C twin-engine aircraft crash-landed last week in an illegal makeshift airfield where police discovered 28 bags containing over 1,100 pounds of cocaine that had an estimated value of $80 million.
Yeah.
Police said they cannot rule out that the weight of the cocaine had an impact on the plane's ability to take off.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Oops.
An Australian man named David John Cutmore, who's believed to have been the pilot, turned himself in 2 days after the crash. 5 men in Queensland and Victoria have been charged in connection with this incident.
For 2 days, he's running around going, oh boy, how was that plane crash?
I don't know if I trust cocaine from a guy named Cutmore.
Yeah, no joke.
Mostly baby powder.
That's exactly what I thought, Josh.
Put it in that, then I cut some more.
What am I doing? Baking a cake? Come on.
An Australian guy, I'd go, that just sounds kind of funny. He's talking funny and talking fast. I love that.
Wow. It reminds me, what's the movie? Oh, A Simple Plan. You ever see that movie?
Oh,
yeah.
It's a great movie where this guy discovers the plane crash. It's Billy Bob Thornton. Discovers the
Bill
plane
Paxton.
crash. And, that's a great movie. And if you ever find something and don't turn it into the police, watch that movie first.
Boy, look at it and nod and walk away, I say.
Yeah. So the guy, how much cocaine was it, Kristen?
1,100 pounds.
That'll take the Cessna down, won't it?
Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Boy.
Getting greedy.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you should have just flown 500. This worth millions of dollars on.
Yeah, that's where they made the mistake.
Well,
too much cocaine.
Look, let's not be unreasonable, all right? We're going to bring 1 pound for each person.
Godwin's got his guitar. What are you doing over there?
Yeah, there we go.
It's John Denver. All my bales are packed. 1,000 pounds of blow. I hope this plane can get up and go. I shouldn't have put so much cargo up my nose. And the laws I'm breaking, quite a few. I have kilos on me and in me too. Already I'm so nervous and I'm high, so high. So pay me and pray for me. Keep the customs agents away from me. Man, I'm having trouble getting off the ground. 'Cause I'm smuggling on a small plane, up in the air and down again. Oh no, the plane's flying too low. Geronimo!
Oh, boy.
Here's a picture of this little plane.
Yeah.
It crash landed all right.
Oh, no, the plane's flying too low. Actually said by John Denver at one point.
I bet there were some other adjectives.
Probably some cursing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this plane will be sitting where it is forever.
Yeah.
You ever flown into Nassau?
Yeah.
They've got various plane wrecks scattered about the grounds.
What?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, they sure do.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Just leave
That's not any Nassau. That's
It's
funky
Nassau.
Wow.
Nassau's gone funky, you know.
Yep.
We have another plane story in the news, kind of. An SOS message written in the sand on the beach of a tiny Pacific island.
Well, hold off on that story.
Is it Tom Hanks?
Yeah, it's exactly
Have you
like
seen
that.
the picture?
Yes.
Come on.
It looks just like it.
Yeah.
It's
It
right
does.
out of every
Movie.
fantasy Pacific small island thing.
Yep.
But we'll get to that story when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Josh. Just getting ready to do some yard work.
I wanted to tell you real quick about BobandTomStore.com. My gosh, it's the place for you or the biggest Bob and Tom fan you know to check out some of our wares. We've got sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats, the whole kit and caboodle, as they say. And, I think it's a great place to, buy gifts, get a few, just check it out. BobandTomStore.com. That's HTTPS So check it out, BobandTomStore.com. It's real easy. Just type into your computer HTTPS:// BobandTomStore.com/. My gosh, you'll find everything you might want at that site there.
24/7.
Allie Breen on the way on a Wednesday. We'll be talking relationships with Allie. You can always reach Allie Breen through all social media content. ALLIBREEN at Allie Breen is where you find her, and we could be talking about your relationship coming up on the show right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. At least 6 people are dead after tropical storm Isaias spawned tornadoes and dumped rain during an inland march up the U.S. East Coast. Isaias made landfall as a Category 1 hurricane in North Carolina. It was downgraded to a tropical storm on its way to the Northeast. The National Hurricane Center said late last night, Isaias is now moving north into Canada. 18 months in prison, that's the sentence for a former Google engineer after pleading guilty to stealing trade secrets. The sentence was handed down yesterday at a court in California, and it comes more than 4 months after ex-Google engineer Anthony Lewandowski made a plea deal with federal prosecutors. After the engineer left Google, he joined Uber, which was trying to build robotic vehicles for its ride-hailing service. He had similar duties when he worked at Google. And for decades, boxes of Crayola crayons and markers have brightened the backpacks of students as they return to school. Now, in this coronavirus age, it's masks. Crayola has created a set of branded face masks for school-aged kids and adults. They come as a set of 5 reusable cloth masks, color-coded for each day of the school week. They also come in a mesh bag, so a parent or student at the end of the week just throws the masks in the bags, zip it up, toss it in the wash, and they'll be clean and fresh for next week. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
It's Josh's 4-year anniversary yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, the big anniversary. 4 years. Yes, sir.
Are you jealous?
Huh? No, I'm happy for him. For them to recognize him as being here 4 years. Just a belch in my timeline, but still. 4 years, I think that's great. You're coming up on your 28th anniversary, aren't you? Being his son? Yeah. You think they'll celebrate it like they did Josh's 4 years? I am so fake angry about it.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
He once shot a man just for snoring. Got out of bed and shot him dead. Well, his name was, I didn't know what his name was. So we just called him Fred. He was riding across the desert on a horse to another town, looking for a woman in a nightgown. The horse's name was, I didn't know what his name was. So we just called him Fred. Oh, now Fred's riding, Fred's riding, Fred's riding, Fred's riding, Fred's riding, Fred. Well, he got to the town, met a woman in a nightgown. And she was wearing a frown. Hell, it rhymed. But her name was, I didn't know what her name was. So we just called her Fred. Oh, now Fred's a riding, Fred's a riding, Fred's riding, Fred's a riding, Fred's riding, Fred. That song's called Fred. That song was written under the influence of marijuana, which has a tendency to make you think things are actually funnier than what they really are. Had you been smoking marijuana at the time of hearing this song, you'd be laying on the floor right now saying, that Fred song was whipping my eyes.
8:01 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee has a quick forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. Sunny 76, clear tonight down to 56. Sunny and 79 tomorrow. Sunny and 54 right now.
Thank you very much. Josh, I know the Window Nation guys are back at your house because you're getting some new windows.
That's right. Yes.
Awesome. And the Window Nation's got this very special thing going on right now. Do you want to tell me what it is, Josh?
I do. It's, well, first off, August Window Nation's anniversary, and they installed their 1 millionth window this year.
Whoa, that's a lot of windows.
Nice.
Sure is.
Yeah,
it's a big
is.
house.
It's more than one house, Josh. WindowNation.com. I can tell you what's going to happen. You got deferred payments for 2 years. You got 50% off all style windows. And by the way, those styles designed for Central Indiana, just the right kind of window. That's very important. By the way, 0 down and 0 interest for 2 years. How do you find out? You go to WindowNation.com. What did I just say, Josh?
Well, you told them about the deferred payments for 2 years, 50% off all style windows, plus 0 down and 0 interest for 2 years, all at WindowNation.com.
WindowNation.com. Thank you. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I call this the caffeine hour.
Yep, you're hopping up and down.
Just kicked in. I'm trying to pull back here.
Be careful, everybody. What you say, when you say it, how you say it, where you look when you say it. Be careful. Be careful, everybody.
Okay, let's review the big room. 4 people, 4 men.
These 4 men.
Ace Cosby is our engineer, proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day. Did an early version today and a good one, I must say. Thank you. You can redo that because we have someone new who hasn't heard it joining us in a moment. First off, there's Josh at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. Steven, remind you, how about some random jewelry this time of year? Just a just because gift.
Yes.
IHateStevenSinger.com. Make her or him happy. How about that? Speaking of happy, Christy Lee is in the ever so happy Navy Federal Credit Union news desk.
My money's happy.
And that's right.
Everybody's happy.
Willie G's over there, Patty G's over there, and we're joined by Jessica Alsman from her home. Hi, Jessica.
Hello.
Jessica, a little experiment here. Yes, we're gonna have Ace Cosby repeat today's Ace Cosby joke of the day and see if you find it as delightful as we all did. I think we all agreed on this one. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not familiar with this is a cultural observation from our engineer, Ace Cosby. Go ahead, Ace.
How do you weigh a millennial?
How do you weigh a millennial?
In Instagrams.
Look at the smile of Jen laughing.
Very good.
Yeah. She's got the smile and the chair back. But that's very good.
Jess, do you fall into the category of millennial?
I do. Thank you.
And Willie, what about you?
I think I'm millennial.
Okay.
What is the definition exactly?
Somebody born between this year and that year. I don't remember what the
It's like 81 to
1774 and 1812.
Well, you don't know either. You had to ask.
Jessica just said 81 to 99.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
81's probably that cusp Gen Xer. Because,
What came after millennials?
I can't stand it.
Generation
Gen
Z.
Gen X.
What was it? Yeah, 81 to 96, 23 to 38 in 2019 is a millennial. That's what it says.
Jessica, you know the only important number today, don't you? It's 4 because Josh is celebrating 4 years on the Bob and Tom Show.
I know, it's hard to believe.
Wait a minute. Is that the track phone
Seems like
hotline?
he just started a little over 3 years ago, but yep. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Hi,
Floyd.
I haven't told you the Millennium Program.
Oh, good.
I just wanted to call and wish Josh congratulations, of course, on his 4-year anniversary with the Bob and Tom program.
That's so nice of you, Floyd.
That means a lot.
hard to believe we've suffered that long, but boy, time flies, when you think about it.
That's true.
And I put paper to pen and decided I wrote a poem that explains how I feel about it.
Oh, wonderful.
His name's Josh Arnold, which don't strike fear. But somehow he survived to his 4th straight year. He's a hockey fan who likes the Blues, kindly overweight, can't see his shoes.
Wow.
He likes his cake, he likes his porn. Been a premium member since he was born. Every day he kindly chimes in between Ace's jokes, which are running thin. Some comedians fill the room, but Josh fills the stage. 320, 350, it's hard to gauge. It's kindly like Bob and Tom have a new son. On account hiring Josh was the fattest thing they've ever done. Good night.
Oh, boy. You know, it's like being roasted by Don Rickles.
Yeah.
You feel
Kind of.
way more honored than insulted.
That's nice, yeah.
It started off so sweet.
Oh, well, Floyd.
I didn't know Floyd had that. I don't think Floyd realizes that was kind of mean.
No, he doesn't. He's just saying it, how he sees it.
Tells it like it is.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Floyd was mean?
I have a soft spot for Floyd, so he gets a wide berth.
All right. Well, now, Christy, we were talking about this plane crash in New Guinea where they
I found 1,100 pounds of cocaine.
Yeah, and the article actually says the police are saying, they were awfully greedy putting that much on the plane. It's probably why it crashed.
Sure.
But then I kept reading this thing, and this is a really complicated story involving all these drug agencies, and the guy that owns the plane was stabbed to death a year ago.
Oh,
it's
my
this
God.
huge mystery. It sounds like a movie.
Hell.
Well, that'll be a podcast. Don't worry.
But that's the new it'll be a movie, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah.
Very, very good. This other story, I saw the picture, and it shows what looks like that right out of Hollywood standard Lost in a Desert Island thing.
Yeah.
An SOS message written in the sand on the beach of a tiny Pacific island pointed rescuers to 3 missing boaters. The 3 men set out on a 23-foot boat last Thursday to make a 26-mile journey from Pulawat to Pulap atolls in the Federated States of Micronesia. They went off course, ran out of fuel, landing on a tiny uninhabited Pikelot Island, 118 miles from their intended destination. An Air Force KC-135 Stratotanker was near the end of its pattern looking for their missing white and blue skiff and its crew when it turned to avoid rough weather and spotted the tiny island. Lieutenant Colonel Jason Palmieri Yen, the cargo plane's pilot with the Hawaii Air National Guard, said in an Air Force statement, "That's when we saw SOS and a boat right next to it on the beach."
But it's SOS carved out of the sand.
It worked.
Yeah.
But
Finally.
the little island right out of the movies.
Wow.
It's the Gilligan's Island scenario. I guess the first message they had didn't work.
Oh, what was that?
I guess it said, "Help, we need to be rescued off this godforsaken island. We haven't had any food or water for 3 days." And the font was too small.
Oh, yeah. Hard to read.
Then they just opted for the traditional SOS.
Yeah, good.
It's just lucky they were spotted. But it says they were just about to give up by that plane. But it shows when you go out on a vessel like that, you really want to tell somebody.
Yeah, let somebody know.
Take a radio. I'm not sure what they were lacking, but
radio. Hey, good morning. Hey, how hard is
Otherwise,
ship to shore.
Turn a regular radio into a CB or a ham radio. How hard is that?
I don't know. I didn't get that kit from Radio Shack when I was a kid.
You've been a radio a long time. How do you switch that over?
I have no idea. You call Eddie and say.
Of course not.
Call the engineer.
Though, that's one of them questions Dickie Dick and I asked that guy. He's a DJ. Remember that?
That's right. I called one of the pilot of the airwaves, and I said,
hey, can you turn your radio into a ham?
I know a guy who turned an opossum carcass into a radio once.
That's right. I had a couple of coconuts and a mango.
Did you always wonder about Gilligan's Island? They're professor was capable of turning anything into a radio, but when it came to building a raft,
had trouble.
Couldn't really figure it out.
I know I eventually would have tried to float on Gilligan's bloated corpse.
Yeah. Boy, he was an accident waiting to happen.
What's the classic Dick Cavett joke about that?
Dick Cavett was on Carson on the panel there, and Carson was saying his goodnights to all of his guests, and he finally gets to Cavett, and he goes, "So, Dick, what have you been working on these days?" And Dick Cavett said, "Well, I've been working on a comedic version of Gilligan's Island." And by most reports, Carson fell out of his chair.
That is one fine joke. Yes. Still a fan, though. You ever sit through an episode of Gilligan's Island?
Sure. I remember enjoying it.
Nope.
They make you smile a little bit.
Never made me
I was
laugh.
a kid.
Green Acres, on the other hand, hilarious.
Genuinely funny?
5 or 6 laughs every episode. Every single Henrietta! Man, that's funny. She named her chickens, Tom.
I'll find myself, there's a station here that plays the Andy Griffith Show on Sunday morning. I'll find myself watching.
Black and white, though, right?
Yeah. But it kind of
makes your day a little bit brighter.
Yeah, right now. Oh, look, there are people that can talk to each other without masks.
Yes.
They're socializing and having fun.
Yeah.
I actually just watched an episode of Cheers that had Dick Cavett, and that's kind of the show that I watch for just, it's people are having fun. People know. It's just
a little bit of
consistently
normality.
witty. Yeah, it's a great show.
Coach in that show is the funniest guy.
Hilarious.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yep. Get back to normalcy. Yep.
Normality.
Normality, you subliterate moron.
The impact of normalcy is irregardless.
It's funny. The shows that I'm watching are like Cheers, but also shows like The Sopranos. It's like I either want to be like cuddled or be like, I want to watch him get his head cut off.
Yeah, but at least he doesn't have to have a mask on.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, you off the guy, but
Ralphie didn't have a mask on that head, did he? No.
It's why I don't think coronavirus-based content is going to be that successful.
I agree.
Down the road,
yeah,
people have had it.
Yeah,
they don't want to relive it.
Right, maybe in 10 or 15 years, but not in the next year.
Are you finding it rough if you're in a situation and you're smiling at someone and you realize they have no idea?
Right. Yeah.
You go, I'm smiling under here. Yeah, just so you know.
You gotta sell it with your eyes.
Yeah, you sure do.
How do you do that? Oh.
I've been winking a lot at people.
See, Jessica, when you do that, it looks like you're either high on cocaine or you've just very bad shart issue.
Oh, you cracked your pants.
I give a lot of hubba eyebrows.
Oh, one of those Groucho? Yeah.
Oh, that's just so creepy.
Yeah, you got to make.
Oh yeah, people aren't responding well. But,
maybe we need some new sign language. Some new hand signs.
Really?
Yeah. I do get a kick out of, and this will come off wrong. I'm sorry in advance.
Perfect.
With all of these, for example, yesterday they were doing some stuff about Hurricane. What is it? Isaias. Sorry,
I had it written.
Whatever
out.
it is, I'm sorry. It's hard to pronounce.
Isaias.
But they have the guy doing the language with his hands on the side.
Oh, sure, the sign language interpreter guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's. But I mean, it's some of them you can actually figure out. Where all of a sudden he's got his hands and he's doing the up and down flying wind motion. You go, oh, I know that one. That means windier than hell.
And we all know a lot of sign language you're not even aware of, man.
Really?
Yep.
But I mean, you have to be careful because certain signals in certain languages mean different things. The okay sign.
Self-pleasuring is just what you think.
In some cultures means a-hole.
That's right. Oh, yes.
You got to be real careful doing that.
I learned that teaching kids in Korea when I gave them the okay sign.
Daddy, Mr. Arnold thinks I'm an AH. You know something? It's time to calm down, everybody.
Really?
Yeah, kick back. Forget the caffeine. Forget the tapping leg.
Tell them about Napa, baby.
Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care Centers. Well, they've got something pretty cool going on right now. You can get a $25 prepaid Visa card when you buy any Napa automotive battery. This is the best battery deal around.
What he said is these deals are going on right now.
That's a Napa automotive battery and a $25 prepaid Visa card. Do it yourself or have it done for you at a Napa Auto Care Center.
That's right now.
That's Napa know-how at participating Napa Auto Parts stores and Auto Care Centers while supplies last from our friends at Napa. This offer ends August 31st, 2020. So get on it now from our friends at Napa. When we come back, you know the Shazam thing where you can hold it up and it tells you what song's playing?
Yeah, good app.
There's a really cool variation on that doesn't involve music or sound. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Laugh your app off with the Bob and Tom app. It's free right now in your iTunes or Google Play Store. Who knows? You may be listening to my voice right now via the app because you can tune in to Bob and Tom 24/7. Listen to your local radio station. Listen to the Bob and Tom podcast. Even send us photos, videos, or audio messages. You, too, can become a junior win bag with one click of a button with the Bob and Tom app. Again, it's free in your iTunes or Google Play Store. The best part, you can even set an alarm that'll wake you up with the show. Imagine that. Josh Arnold celebrating his 4 years. His anniversary on the Bob and Tom Show all week long could be the first voice you hear in the morning if you use your Bob and Tom app alarm. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. And happy anniversary, Josh.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Neil Young is suing President Donald Trump's re-election campaign for using Young's music without permission. Young's lawsuit says the campaign used Rockin' in the Free World and Devil's Sidewalk several times at rallies and political events, including the June 20th rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Young says when he complained about the campaign using Rocking in the Free World in 2015, when Trump announced his run for presidency, the campaign said it had gotten permission. Neil Young said there's proof the campaign knew it needed permission to use his music and didn't get it. He's now seeking up to $150,000 in statutory damages for each infringement. And Jay-Z's Rock Nation Entertainment Company will now help shape young minds. Long Island University in New York will launch the Rock Nation School of Music, Sports, and Entertainment with its first student starting the program in the fall of next year. It will offer undergraduate degrees in music, music technology, entrepreneurship, production, and sports management. Jay-Z started Rock Nation in 2008. It produced the Super Bowl halftime show with Shakira and Jennifer Lopez, and its clients have included Rihanna, Alicia Keys, J. Cole, and Megan Thee Stallion. And ostriches are known for burying their heads in the sand, but in this case, the ostrich managed to bury himself in a ravine. The bird escaped from the southwest Illinois farm where it lived, fell into a ditch. According to fire officials, the 300-pound bird was injured, but pulled out alive and is on the mend from a neck laceration. The ostrich has been returned to its owners after being treated by a veterinarian. That's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show's on the way.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is a little love song I wrote some years back. It's actually a sort of a breakup song. I'd always dedicated it to all the wonderful women who treated me like a load of crap over the years. And it's a little love song.
All right.
Woke up this morning and you were gone. Found a note. It said so long. You said this love would last our lives. I hope your face breaks out in hives. I hope you die a painful death. I hope you choke on your next breath. You screwed me up. You done me wrong. I hope you die before too long. Hope you have a heart attack. I hope your breasts get really slack. You were my girl, but now you're not. I hope you die. I hope you rot. 'Cause I don't want to be your friend. I only want your life to end. You're back in town, someone else's gal. I hope you drown in the love canal. I hope you die a painful death. I hope you choke on your next breath. Screwed me up, you done me wrong. I hope you die before too long. I hope you die before I end this song. Hope you die. I really, really hope you die. Die, 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 die. And die. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hi, this is Bob. And this is Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
24/7. And the airlines, they tell you all this psychological stuff to make you feel safe. Like every time you get on the plane, they talk about the flotation seat.
and they explain it to you. Like if you go down, if you crash in the ocean, then this seat will float. 2 planes out of 100 go overseas. 98 out of 100 stay right here. So if you want to make me happy, you show me a seat that's going to bounce out of a cornfield. That's what I like.
They got 21 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
And there's Christy Lee with a quick forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunny 76, clear tonight, down to 56, sunny 79 tomorrow.
The weather now.
Sunny and 54.
So you're not going to do it like the We Buy Any Car guy?
Well, that was we wanted to do it like the CarX
It's
guy.
the CarX guy sponsors this, remember?
Don't worry, we're doing the CarX.
Yeah, we have one sponsor.
You're confusing
CarX
people.
does any car.
Shut up!
God. Jeez.
Man, who's enjoying this?
Oh, I had fun.
The listener?
I
I
had
don't
some
think
fun.
so.
Hey, look, I'm trying to thaw my iced teas.
Thaw your iced tea? That makes no sense.
Christy put it in the freezer instead of the fridge a couple hours ago. And it looks like a iced tea from Dairy Queen. You can turn it upside down.
It's like a slush?
Yeah,
nice.
I left my tea at home.
But he acts like he's not responsible.
It's so funny.
I made tea when I got here, then I put it in the freezer so it would cool down, and I forgot about it. So now I've just taken an ice pick.
You are one of the most intelligent people I've ever met, and you're a total dumbass.
Oh, I know.
I forgot to tell someone to tell me to go check the freezer.
I forgot to tell someone to tell me.
Yeah.
Who thinks like that?
I'm being educated.
The ravings of a lunatic.
He's out of his mind.
I'll tell you what, tea freezes in 2 hours. Anyway.
That sounds like you're
talk to anybody, really?
I don't like to talk to
Haven't
people.
I asked you this? Don't you want to be better?
No, I'm not right now. I'm doing just fine. Okay, where was I? This is the Bob and Tom Show. There's Josh, Chick, and Ace. We're all in the same room. This is Tom speaking.
How many people has he accidentally killed? Just making a turn in his car.
So I'm driving along.
Just magooing about town.
I'm going the speed limit.
Right.
And I don't know. I hear a clunk on my front left bumper. And
He's carrying a ladder and he turns around and hits 4
his
people.
rocker would have been way louder if he didn't have tennis balls on it. I mean, that's a liability.
They never tell you that. Now, let's see, where was I? Oh, Christy Lee is in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. She's in a room all by herself. So is Willie G. And then Patty G's way over there. And oh, wait a minute. We also have the lovely Jessica Alsman on that screen. She's at home.
Yes.
But it looks like Pat's about to be carjacked by a guy with a mask in back of him, but he's carrying a Fender bass. So I guess we're okay. Is this what I think it is? Okay,
might be. What do you think it is?
Dean is in there with Pat. Pat's in the other building.
Like I only imagine.
As we covered earlier, Jacksonville Jaguars have cleared starting quarterback Gardner Minshew. That's right, you heard me. Starting quarterback Gardner Minshew. He is off the virus list and he's healthy again. He spent the last 2 days on the COVID-19 injury list, if you will, in mandatory quarantine after being in close contact with someone that wasn't infected.
But he's okay.
But the words starting quarterback Gardner Minshew, you heard me right, in case you missed it. Yes.
Words that at one time seemed innocent.
Oh,
and,
yes, almost, that would never happen.
To us now.
What a great name.
Here we are.
Gardner,
Gardner
of course.
Minshew?
Yeah, reminiscent of Gardner McKay.
Who the hell's Gardner McKay?
No one knows. No one knows, really.
Referenced in a Jimmy Buffett song, of course.
No one.
Of course.
See, even more obscure.
Great sailor in the Pacific.
You ever heard that part of Cheeseburger in Paradise, the third verse?
I ate mine with Gardner McKay.
Fine.
When we get too drunk, we both turn gay.
Those are not the lyrics.
We don't care.
The true Buffett fans are aware of Gardner McKay. I Googled Gardner Minshew, and in Wikipedia it says his nickname is the Jockstrap King. He's got to take advantage of this commercially, don't you think?
Jockstrap King.
Hi.
I blame you, Josh.
You want to call Sam?
Jockstrap King.
No, I don't.
No.
Jockstrap King.
Hi, I'm Gardner Minshew for Banana Hammock Republic. I am the jock. We were talking about this yesterday, that the jock straps have kind of gone away, right?
Don't look at me.
Yeah, compression pants have kind of taken over.
Yeah, when's the last time you wore a jockstrap? Oh, that's right. You're a girl.
Yeah, I didn't even know that they had like two straps. They had two straps around your
legs. They were like ass suspenders instead of having a full back.
Right.
What's the point of that?
I never could figure that out.
I don't know why they didn't have a full.
It just gave that the weird closeted guy in high school football a chance to grab somebody's ass.
So you didn't wear them?
That's why they made them that way.
Boy, that speaks volumes, doesn't it?
He really thinks that.
Didn't you?
They kind of went under the butt
It's
cheeks.
kind of like a lift.
A little bit.
You
Yeah.
didn't wear them over underpants?
No.
Oh, it's National Underwear Day. I forgot to tell you guys.
Oh, did you bring in some for a stall share?
No, but I remembered to wear it today.
Brand?
But,
Tom, brand underwear? Brand? You got a brand?
I don't know.
what do you mean you don't know?
You don't know?
You don't know.
You buy the same thing every
Ex officio or something?
Ex officio, huh?
You know what? They're sent in every 6 months on a steamer from Paraguay. And,
it's called ex officio.
What's wrong with Heinz?
Haynes.
Haynes.
Oh.
Heinz is a ketchup.
It's spelled wrong.
Heinz is a ketchup.
Heinz also makes my underwear.
You remember, of course, we all remember Red Dick the Pirate.
What?
No idea.
What?
Yes.
That was Redbeard.
Look at
Right, of course, yes.
Can I tell you something? Would you look at your son's face?
No idea. No idea what's happening.
I don't understand that.
Redbeard, Red Dick the Pirate. He wore famous for wearing his Heinz ketchup jockstrap.
Christy,
Okay, sure. That kinda
Christy,
makes sense.
brand of underwear. Christy.
I'm a Sonoma girl, or Soma, or whatever it is called.
William Sonoma. What are they, stainless steel?
Yeah.
I tried Soma there for a while. Every time I tried to put my underwear on, I just fell asleep.
It is Soma. S-O-M-A.
It's a muscular relaxer. Yeah.
Yeah, here it is. Ex officio. I don't know why it's.
What do you wear, Ace?
Today, Hanes.
Hanes.
Yeah, I'm a Hanes boxers
What
guy.
color, Ace?
Today, gray briefs.
Gray
Gray,
briefs.
okay.
Oh, the briefs, tidy white. Okay.
And you
Like a
bought
nice
them
light
gray,
blue,
right?
Sky blue today.
Boxer brief.
Pat, what are you wearing over your Johnson?
Hanes over my Johnson.
Tidy whities?
Oh, no. I go with the gray or the black. Today's gray.
But they are
briefs.
Briefs.
Are you doing boxers
No, they're a boxer
today?
brief.
Oh.
In fact, Ace gave me a bunch of them.
I do boxers.
You do boxers.
wait,
What pattern do we have today?
They were new. They were
Let's see.
new.
Wait.
Let's see
What's
what
wrong?
Josh has got.
Kind of a white.
Is Godwin wearing hand-me-down underwear?
No. They were in the package.
Yeah, nice plaid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh's are kind of a white plaid.
Yeah.
The kind of thing when you see a video on TV of someone whose house is burning to the ground and they're interviewing the poor guy that owned it. He's standing there in a pair of white plaid boxers.
And a tank top.
Having some ketchup.
I saved the dog, but I couldn't get my robe in time. Sorry about my wiener.
So Jessica, it would be inappropriate for us to ask you if you are.
But tell us.
Victoria's Secret
Oh, okay.
is undies, I guess.
Okay. Thong or what?
Black with polka dots.
I asked if it was a thong.
Hey, speaking of thongs,
Godwin has a great
Would you like to thing one for us?
I think you can think.
Wait, is this the longest that Dean has just sat there holding a bass guitar?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh no,
I doubt it. No,
He looks comfy though.
Wait, just real
Dean, what
quick.
underwear you got?
They're blue boxer briefs by the Hanes Corporation.
All right.
James Corporation. I think they're blue boxer briefs. If I
Real
heard
quick,
that
just so we get there, I usually wear briefs or boxer briefs. Right now, today, I am wearing no underwear. I am wearing a special short that comes with a liner built in.
I like those.
Very nice.
Swimming trunks?
Yeah.
They basically are swimming trunks.
Yeah.
But it's not mesh. It's like a proper, it looks like it has underwear built in inside.
Are they
That's
called
why I
like-
wear skirts, because I don't have to wear underwear with them. It's great.
Oh, boy.
As escorts, that used to be the culottes, right?
Well, not really.
No?
No, because it's like bike shorts with a skirt over the top of them. So.
Ace, you know why witches don't wear underwear, right?
Why is that?
So they can grip the broom better.
Yeah, that seems pretty logical to me.
Okay.
That is really crude. You should be proud of yourself. Happy 4th year. Welcome to. I'm sorry. Where were we? We have Gardner Minshew back in the news, the jockstrap king. I shouldn't have brought that up. It really is in Wikipedia if you Google this guy. He seems like a really fun guy, nice guy, but he does not have the coronavirus at this point.
No.
So he's off the
Sounds like I have the best underwear with Saks, 2 X's. That's right. Boxer
Well, aren't
briefs.
you nice?
Yeah, oh yeah. I have tie-dye boxer briefs.
What a gross hippie.
They have many, many colors. They're wonderful.
Tie-dye.
Oh, yeah.
Jake, you have a lot of pairs of those?
Oh, yeah.
So you have a lot of sacks?
Not as much as I'd like, Willie. Thank you.
So Dean's here.
Hello.
Sacks with 2 X's. Is that supposed to be extreme?
Yes, that's right.
He lives on the edge?
Yeah. I'm out there, baby.
I just Googled the Saks underwear.
They're very
They
colorful.
have some really colorful stuff.
I gotta go long leg though. The short leg I don't find as comfortable.
Do you have the one that has the Mexican wrestling masks on it? What are those called?
Oh, like the Libre mask?
Yes.
Lucha. Yeah,
Yes.
what is that?
Lucha Libre. Yeah,
they have Lucha Libre masks.
I have not seen that style.
Very fancy. With the word Saks in huge red letters across the black band on top.
I heard that's the brand that Bill Clinton wears.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he showed off his sacks on Arsenio Hall.
I heard that.
He likes to whip out his sacks.
That's his move.
Okay. So Dean's in there.
Yeah.
Time for our Gardner Minshew tribute, celebrating the fact that Gardner is no longer on the CV list. And ready to play again.
Hello, Mick Jaguar here. How you doing,
Thank you,
everybody?
Mick.
Hey, Mick.
You know, when a band has a hit like this, the Gardner Minshew song, we get tired of playing it one way, so we're going to kind of mix it up a little bit for you. Oh, he's a starting quarterback, leading the attack. Gardner Minshew, you know, make it a ballad.
It's like an unplugged version.
Naked in the locker room, a mustache just like a broom. Girls wanna kiss you, kiss you, kiss you. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 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 ooh. Gardner Minshew. One more time, everybody sing. I said everybody sing. Gardner Minshew. He's a Jaguars hot QB. He does not have COVID-19. Gardner Minshew. Gardner's here to stay. Corona saw him, ran away. Mr. Minshew, yeah. Here we go. Oh, Griswold makes me play this song. Oh, I've been playing it, way too long to make Gardner feel like he belongs. Woo!
Hey, Josh, can you scat one for us?
Rubba dabba dingo doo, sarba la da, ripple dipple dabba dee, rappa zip zip.
Hey, what's the matter, man? You got the backing of the fans and some Jaguar chillers that's dying to meet you. We're gonna bring a case of White Claw, play Madam football like we used to.
That's crickets.
Gardner Minshew.
All right. Well, a little tribute to the great Gardner Minshew. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dean, on the bass there.
Yes.
Thank you, Mick Jaguar.
Yes, thank you, Mick.
You're welcome. I certainly enjoyed the scatting there. Zip, zip.
Of course.
Josh, when you scat, your head dips down.
Oh, yeah, I kind of get into my shoulders.
He gets into
turtle.
it.
It's great.
He gets into it, man. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Christy, give me the tease. What's coming up?
We have a lot of animal news to get to today. We have Shazam for spiders. We have a dinosaur with cancer. Ooh.
Well, that's why the dinosaurs became extinct. They all started smoking, didn't you?
And we have...
Got it.
We have an alligator trapped in an elevator.
Have you seen this?
No,
picture?
but of course he's trapped. He can't reach the buttons to push his floor.
No, he trapped the people. They couldn't get out.
Now that is organic luggage.
That's a fun joke, Christy.
Anything?
Well, we'll find out about that.
Yeah.
Also, we have...
The Rockettes in the news today, too.
Yeah, that's kind of a sad one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And we have statue news.
Yep.
Once again, involving some breakage.
Okay, we'll come back with our top 3 favorite statues.
Oh, all right.
Well, that's easy.
All right.
All right, well,
That's
we'll
easy?
Now, do
You
they
have
have to be?
3
Now,
favorite?
do they have to be
I'm going to write down something. And
of
this
an
is what
animal or a
Tom's-
human, or can they be
Any
like
statue you like.
abstract sculpture?
Anything.
This is what Tom's
Well,
going
yeah,
to do.
let's say realistic, not abstract.
All right.
Okay.
Chick's writing down Tom's answer right
Yep.
now.
Okay,
And we'll play match game.
Yep.
Oh, I know what it is. It's obvious. Anyone would feel the same way, I'm sure.
And I think there's nothing better than this day and age than statue talk. I just
Sure.
realized-
Those other radio stations are talking. They're talking hurricane and COVID-19.
Sure, not us, baby.
We're talking statues. and Pat's got a statue saw, as a matter of fact. We'll get to our statue talk coming up. Now, let's just say. You were a statue.
You were a statue.
I'm a statue.
And part of your statue wasn't
anatomically correct,
as hard as
Pat has a song about Greek members. Go ahead.
We'll get to that in just a second. I'm talking about an outfit called Roman. Roman is a pharmaceutical distributor, and they handle those erectile dysfunction medications you've been hearing about on TV for years, and you're thinking, I don't want to go to my doctor and talk about this. Well, Roman has made it really easy, and you can do it all with a qualified real doctor online via Roman. Once again, you go to GetRoman.com/wood. You'll get a free online evaluation and ongoing care for ED. And if you are indeed a candidate for one of these great pharmaceuticals, well, guess what? Roman's got a special program. They'll ship it to you with free 2-day shipping and something brand new if you go to GetRoman.com/wood today. If approved, you'll get $15 off your first order of ED treatment. Erectile dysfunction, tough to tackle, but not anymore. Roman, ROMAN. And once again, you type this whole thing out like this, GETROMAN, GetRoman.com/wood for the complete free online visit. That's GetRoman.com/wood. $15 off your order, and of course, that free 2-day shipping. And once again, you're dealing with a qualified physician to see if you are a candidate for one of these pharmaceuticals. GetRoman.com/wood. Get part of your life back. Coming up, the often imitated, never duplicated statue talk. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Check out the Bob and Tom Show app and let your voice be heard. Our contact info is right there.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, for everything Bob and Tom, check out bobandtom.com. All the latest highlights, news, information, links to our social media sites. The Black Moods with their song Sunshine and Throwing Shade, both of those videos from their Dumpster concert series outside the Frigamall building, both available if you'd like to rock out. Last I heard, Throwing Shade was all the way up to number 18 on the Billboard charts. That was the day they actually did the song. In the last few weeks, it could have risen up on the charts. We'll have to check it out, but you should check it out. The Black Moods and Throwing Shade right now for you at bobandtom.com.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Interleague Major League Baseball scores last night. Minnesota over Pittsburgh 7-3. Cleveland 4, Cincinnati 2 in the Battle of Ohio. Also winning interleague play, Miami, Atlanta, the Cubs, the White Sox, and Houston. American League winners, Tampa Bay, Oakland, and the Angels. And the National League, Washington, Colorado, and the Dodgers all win. Philly at Miami postponed. NBA winners last night, these count. Brooklyn beat Milwaukee. Dallas in overtime beating Sacramento. Phoenix beat the Clippers. Pacers over the Magic. Miami beat Boston, and Portland over Houston. NHL winners, the Isles, Nashville, Toronto, Calgary, Carolina, and Vancouver. And the WNBA winners last night, Chicago, Phoenix, and Seattle. The Detroit Lions removed Matthew Stafford from the COVID IR list, saying he received a false positive test, and that drew the ire of the quarterback's wife toward the NFL. The list created for players who either test positive or have been in close contact with an infected person. Stafford was listed on it Saturday, but the team said Tuesday his testing sequence for the pre-entry period was negative, and a false positive. And the Jacksonville Jaguars announced they have cleared starting quarterback Gardner Minshew from the virus list. He spent the last 2 days in mandatory quarantine. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Why was the math book sad?
Oh, okay.
Why? Because it had so many problems.
Delivery on that.
Here we go.
The kids love it.
Cute.
Now, I understand that Chick
Very
McGee is...
special Chick McGee edition of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day.
Okay, we're ready.
People ask me, what do I do when I get off the air? I go, well, it takes me 10 minutes to walk to the bar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then when I go home, it takes me an hour. The difference is staggering.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
The Bob and Tom Toy Company is proud to introduce their newest doll. She's cute, she's cuddly, and she's sure to become a collector's item.
She likes to walk, she likes to talk, she always has to pee. You never know where she will go. She's Incontinent Kathy.
Incontinent Kathy. She's puddles of fun. Hey, when you tickle Elmo, all he does is giggle. But tickle Incontinent Kathy, and you'll feel warm all over. Incontinent Kathy. Sure, she may be silly, and she's not very smart, but we like to think of her as our own little whiz kid. She's Incontinent Kathy. Tickle me Elmo hard to find? Well, with Incontinent Kathy, you're in luck. She's available everywhere. Incontinent Kathy.
Oh, jeez. She squats and pees each time you squeeze her belly playfully. She's gonna get you soaking wet. She's Incontinent Kathy. She's Incontinent Kathy.
Incontinent Kathy. Rubber pants, diaper wringer, and Kathy's Dream Outhouse sold separately. Warning, not intended for use near AC outlets. Paper towels, mop and buckets, squirming, and pee-pee dancing accessories not included. There's another new doll from the Bob and Tom Toy Company. Hey, Toby Kavoyan, what's his name?
Poop Deck Pappy.
That's right, Toby. Yo ho ho, it's Poop Deck Pappy.
Poop Deck Pappy.
The old sailor whose diaper's always full. Poop Deck Pappy and his sidekick, Tootie the parrot. What a load of fun. Just pull Poop Deck Pappy's string and watch what happens.
Man, that stinks. Poop Deck Pappy. Poop Deck Pappy. Sea breeze air freshener and spare trousers not included. Poop Deck Pappy. He's gonna potty like it's not.
Hey, 844 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee's over there. Can we have an update on that weather forecast?
Sunny and 76 today. Currently, we have sunshine, 59 degrees. Another beautiful day tomorrow, almost exactly the same. Sunny
nice,
and 79.
cool morning. Great sleeping weather.
Oh, yeah. Open the windows.
You might have just heard some guy say something about something involving money. Keep paying attention to Q95. That's going to be happening throughout the day, and you could be carrying $1,000 in your pocket. So pay close attention to Q95. Some great music coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show. About to launch that feature you've all been waiting for, Statue Talk.
Statue Talk.
With your host, Chick McGee. But first, I'll introduce the big room. In the big room here, socially separated. We have Josh Arnold, of course, at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick desk.
Oh, yes.
This is Tom speaking over in this corner. Over there, it's Chick McGee at the sports desk. Ace Cosby is our engineer. It's good to see you, Ace. And then Willie G is in the smallest room over there behind the glass, socially isolated.
Hey.
And Christy Lee's got a big room all to herself. She looks like a minnow in a giant aquarium.
Yep. Just swimming around all by myself.
Having a ball.
Jessica Alsman from our staff is home. She's at her house, but we've got her linked up with the TV gizmo. And then we've got Mr. Godwin in the other building.
Oh.
Hey, Pat, it's good to see you. Now,
It's enough to say we've got her hooked up on TV. You don't have to add gizmo.
Oh, that really bothered you?
Yes.
well, I had this.
Have you heard him introduce Pat? Well, Pat's there with some wires and glass.
Piped in through the magic of duct tape
tape
and
for some
wires.
reason. Yeah.
Hey, I've got an idea for theme music for the Statue Talk segment.
Statue talk? Okay.
If we could
we all have to come up with 3 of our favorite statues.
And only 3. We've got a statute of limitations here.
If we can get the sound of a glacier moving.
Wait, can we stop? Yeah, Josh, that was the funniest this is going to get.
It's actually true.
Is that right?
Chick, I think you're going to start this off.
3
I thought you had some theme music.
No, I said if we could get the sound of a glacier moving. I don't think we can.
Now, before you move forward, I have a question.
Yes.
God.
Yes, go ahead.
Is the Lincoln Memorial a statue or
No,
monument?
but there is a statue.
Monument.
There is a statue inside the Lincoln.
That's what I
Memorial.
thought.
I think that's completely acceptable.
You do?
A statue of Lincoln in the
Okay,
Lincoln
so the
Memorial.
Washington Monument's not acceptable.
No, it's got to be a realistic depiction of something.
Yes,
a noun, a proper noun.
What the hell's that? Oh, she's marking out hers.
I'm working it. I
I can go. I think I have mine.
Oh, okay. I've got 2 out of 3.
Can we have the top 3 music, please? Is that too much to ask?
Oh, boy.
Richard Pryor in Joliet or Peoria. I want to go to that one.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I used to live by it, and I passed it every day, and I loved it. The Ernie Banks one in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
And then the one that I want to go that I think is fun is the Rocky statue.
Okay.
Philly, yeah.
Those are 3 good ones.
Good.
Real
good.
Pop culture oriented.
Mine are boring.
I'll go. Mine are a little more classic.
Mine are classic, too.
Of course. Are you going to start the music over?
That is the way it's done.
Jesus, the guy's taking the day off tomorrow. I've got to go get major surgery. I'm taking the day off because I'm a big
Outpatient
pansy.
surgery.
My blood pump ain't working.
Obviously, do we go 3? Are we doing number 1 first?
We always have done it that way, and I don't know why.
I don't either. We should go 3, 2, 1.
Right.
Well, I'll start with number 1. Obviously, it's The Thinker by Rodin.
Oh, that was number 3 for
That's
me.
the greatest statue ever made. And
Because it reminds you of somebody on a toilet.
How does it remind? What does it remind you of?
they've redone it. They had Auguste Rodin redo it with a guy
Right.
looking at a cell phone.
But
Oh, yeah.
I had that as number 3, but I'll
Have
agree
you
with
been to
that.
the Rodin Museum in Paris?
I have not. I've been by it, but I've
it's
not
the
been
best.
in it.
What does that remind you of when you think of The Thinker?
Well, of course, there's 3 things it reminds me of.
What?
One, the television show Dobie Gillis.
Yay!
Down.
Match game.
There's YouTube right there.
Yeah.
That's YouTube.
Match
you
game.
people. Yep.
There was I forget how many they out of the bronze. I think they did 5 or 6 bronze versions of it full size.
Mm-hmm.
There was one on the college campus where I went to school, and there was one famously exploded on the steps of the Cleveland Museum of Art that they left in its damaged state and remounted it. But yeah, it's
That's art in itself.
that's number 1, and number 2 obviously is Mr. Bendo. The
oh yeah, of course.
famous muffler.
Stands in front of the muffler shop.
God, I love Mr.
With his
Bendo.
arms out like this.
Yes.
Yeah, and his big fist.
And
he's
Mr.
like,
Bendo has different names in different places.
And Mr. Bendo is that guy has other statues all over the country.
Oh, does he really?
I love those. And then number 3, this is a tough one. Probably, what do you think, Christy? Venus de Milo?
I went classic. I went Statue of Liberty, David and the Thinker.
Oh, Statue of Liberty has to be number 3. I love the Statue of Liberty.
Sure, who doesn't?
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of French people. So let's get rid of it.
Right.
You still consider that to be property of France?
Okay, I ain't no dang Frank, Josh. I'll tell you that right now.
You mean you don't care for the frogs, do you? No, I love the Statue of Liberty. I took my little girls to see the Statue of Liberty. In fact, just last summer, we went twice.
Oh, yeah.
I used to like it,
I
but
went
I'm
in it.
I'm
It's so
staunchly
cool.
anti-patina, so I no longer care for it.
Oh.
I liked it better when it's copper day.
Did you?
Oh, really?
You saw it in its copper days, did you?
Did you
Try the original.
That's right.
Wow.
I called her Penny.
Oh, Patina, we can make it together.
Again with Tony Orlando.
I've got Rocky Balboa, Statue of Liberty, and Venus de Milo. I like the Venus de Milo because she can't slap away my busy hand.
All right.
Well, that could be looked at in many ways, most of them awful.
Josh, I like a thicker woman. I go for the Venus of Wildendorf is what I go for.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah, she's got some size on her.
Okay, now
have you seen the statues of the cat and dog? Venus de Milo and Otis.
So if you're doing yoga, this is the stretching part of the show.
You're going to let him get away with that, huh?
Sure. So who else has to do their top three? Ace, you got your top three statues?
Sure. David.
Right. Yeah, you like that?
Statue of Liberty.
Davey boy.
And then Rio, the one of Christ.
I like that's a
that is pretty good.
statue.
The old Redeemer.
Yeah. The Redeemer.
Got his arms out there. He looks like he's wonderful. Getting ready to swan dive, doesn't he? Right into the ocean. Or whatever that body of water is.
Yeah, that's right. A big lake right there.
Captain Geography.
The Bay of Christ? I don't remember.
What about you, Jessica? Do you have three?
I like David. Makes you giggle. Pride and Prejudice. There's a statue of Mr. Darcy in the movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. And maybe Big Boy.
Sure.
Oh, that's a great
Big Boy.
one.
That's a good one.
I've been told that I resemble the big boy.
Oh, you got another Yelp review? You getting another Yelp review,
Guys,
Willie?
I look so much like the big boy.
I think the last time I cheered at a movie
Austin Powers.
in Austin Powers when that happened.
Yeah.
Because, oh, God, that's so funny. I've taken pictures of my kids in front of the big boy statue.
I'm sure you have.
I love that. How did I miss
kids,
that one?
Bunch in there.
It's a great. Finley, move away from this. Oh, that's your brother.
Godwin, you've probably been to the Balboa statue.
Oh, yeah, a lot.
Of course.
Have you actually run up those stairs?
I did in my youth, yes.
Josh, if you're from Philadelphia, that's actually where you go to church at that statue.
That's the first day you run up the stairs.
And then instead of eating the wafers, you eat a Philly cheesesteak.
What are your statues, Pat?
Little Mermaid in Denmark.
That's a good one.
It is. I mean, it's famous.
Yeah, it sure
Terrace
is.
of the Lions in Greece.
Oh, God.
Oh, this is
I like a good
pretentious.
David. I like a good David.
Yes. He's just throwing around that he's
nobody has my number one.
Oh.
Prometheus, the god of fire in New York City.
That's
Know that?
Rockefeller Center.
Rockefeller Center. That's good. Yeah.
Ever noticed that it's sort of the way that thing is? Looks like there's a giant schlong emerging from his groin.
No, but they have a nice, tasteful cloth over his wiener.
Right, it's a flowing cloth is what it is.
Yeah, but
you think it's schlongy?
Schlongy? It ain't schlorty. Remember calling it schlort?
The reason that we're talking about statues.
Yes.
Police in Italy have identified a 50-year-old Austrian man who broke 3 toes off a statue at a museum as he posed for a photo with the artwork.
Have you seen this Dick's video? Oh, my God. He tries to hide it. It's just
the 200-year-old plaster cast model of Antonio Canova's statue of Paulina Bonaparte was damaged in the incident on July 31st at a museum in northern Italy.
No one's going to laugh at the name Bonaparte. I could barely contain myself. That's what
Paulina Bonaparte?
I don't want a Bonaparte.
John Bobbitt had that.
I don't want a Bonaparte. I want to bone a whole thing.
Oh, boy.
I'd like part of my bone back, please.
I comb my pubes in a boner part.
The man whose name has not been released was caught on a surveillance camera jumping up onto the statue's base to get a picture.
Idiot.
When the maneuver inadvertently snapped off its toes.
He's wearing shorts and athletic shoes and like a bright colored. He looks like a complete jackass.
With a total tourist and
yeah.
Oh yeah.
God.
But then these are the plaster molds.
Plaster, yeah.
Okay, all right, well.
I am sorry.
Don't let this guy get near Venus de Milo. She can't afford to lose any more parts.
No. What's the actual story of Venus? Unfinished or bombed off?
I thought it broke.
Yeah, they broke off.
They just broke off?
I thought the arms were in another crate, right? Isn't that right?
They got shipped to a different town.
They thought they could fit into the entryway.
There's some lesser town with
just the arm.
Go see the arm statue. It's only a nickel or 10,000 lira.
Someday they'll be joined back together, I think.
You think?
I thought, yeah.
You ever read that Hemingway biography of Venus de Milo?
What's it called?
A Farewell to Arms?
Josh, I got that joke early, and it took everything in me not to shout it out from the mountaintops. That was so funny.
That's very, very good.
You know, if Hemingway had Venus de Milo arms, he'd still be alive.
Yes. He could have pulled the trigger with a toe.
With his toe.
He would have figured it out.
Gosh.
Yeah, he wanted out. That's true.
Yeah, he'd written, I believe, in on the K at Smyrna, he wrote that if your balls ever hit the water, blow your head off with a shotgun.
Is that what he wrote?
Except he did it in about 10 unnecessary sentences.
Thank you.
Look that up.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, there are some good short stories are great.
Yeah, I would disagree.
I love those. In our time, great. When we come back, the literary, I think our statue show worked.
Yeah.
I think we could do that again in 3-4 years.
Maybe later.
And I have come to realize my top three are now Rodin's The Thinker, Mr. Bendo, and The Big Boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Statue of Liberty comes in a distant
Well, at some
fifth.
point, we can do, we can do the
Fair.
abstract statues. The things that just...
Maybe pop culture statues.
Sculptures, something like
Well,
that.
like the big one, the big word love.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
That's a good
Robert
one.
Indiana's.
I like that. When we come back, this is all happening. Also coming up, we have a little bit of sex talk with Allie Breen and a special edition of that today with a special song from Pat Godwin.
Oh,
my.
Very excited about this. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
The best comedian, Tim Allen, is here.
He goes, oftentimes, you hear this a lot. Yeah, oftentimes the technology they learn here at the race is translated into your family car.
Uh-huh.
And I went, yeah, right. This year, the Chevy's offered the Indy Celebrity, a 900 horsepower celebrity wagon. So I'm like, gosh, George, this thing's really got some pickup, doesn't it? I got to the kids to school in about 6 seconds. We're having lapping practice next week with all the other girls' PTA. She's running the Offie. I'm doing the Buick. And Betty's got the Chevy High-Tech. I pulled the trailer right out from under the boat, George. This baby's got some guts to it. Love Sears. Do you? This Craftsman tool department makes my nipples rock hard. She always figured we should grunt like pigs. The little primates you are. Don't speak to your mother. You grunt like the pigs you are. Ever try to take a steak away from your husband? Here, honey. We're trying to grab meat from a man while we're just like dogs. I like going through the house rewiring stuff. That's my favorite thing. Isn't those big tool belts?
Yeah.
2 cordless Makita drills hanging low. Yeah. But you gotta know how to wear it, otherwise your butt crack shows. You ever notice that? Hey, what is that, a pencil holder over there, Bob? I'm gonna hike that up. I got some spackle. I'll figure out that butt crack. I got some DAP butt crack filler putty back here. We'll just fill that crack right in there, Bob. I got kids eating food in this kitchen. Get out of here. Go to Miter Me a Dovetail out there or something, Bob. I just cruise around my house like Bob Vila, with a bad headache. Just looking for stuff. I notice Grandma's Easy Lift chair isn't moving quite as quick as I'd like it to. So I pop down the hardware store, pick up a compressor, some hose, some coax cable. I wire that sucker up. I forget Grandma lost some weight in the years I look at it. Got the 140 pounds a little too high, isn't it, Grandma? Shot that bitch halfway across the kitchen there. Doilies following her. Sorry, Grandma. I'll dial that baby down as soon as I rewire Grandpa's hearing aid. I got a preamp on that son of a bitch.
Comedian Tim Allen. Oh, God. Now that's manly.
Presiding over a symbolic condom roast in his Catholic church's parking lot in Waterbury,
condom roast.
Connecticut. Yes,
I love those.
The Reverend Joseph Looney
Mesquite
protested when
condom roast. Very tasty.
I'd like that blackened, please. It makes it look bigger.
And they look so good at a shish kebab, too. A little pepper, a little bell pepper, condom, tomato.
What's the name of this reverend?
Oh, Reverend Joseph Looney. I'm not kidding.
Unbelievable. I'm Casey Kasem, and here's American Top 40. Is it just my imagination, or is my head just a bit too big for my body? And here's my wife, Karima Kasem. Show him the Top 40, sonny.
Harley Davidson in the den. She got an open door for the Marine Corps. She looking for a few good men. She walks out to her mailbox in her see-through pink tube top. If it wasn't for her biker friend, somebody would have called the cops. And she's a trailer park woman. She's a mobile home princess. She's the queen of manufactured housing. She's a trailer park woman. She's a mobile home princess. And me, I'm the trailer park king. She spends her nights in a strip joint, doing some exotic dance, in an out-of-date pair of platform shoes and worn-out spandex pants. Her kids still live with her mother and her brother who's unemployed. She always called me Elvis, but she knows my real name's Floyd. She's a trailer park woman. She's a mobile home princess. She's the queen of manufactured housing. She's a trailer park woman. She's a mobile home princess. And me, I'm the trailer park king. She's got a bad reputation. She's the talk of the neighborhood. Maybe her place ain't Graceland, but the furniture's just as good. I often look through her window when she's getting dressed inside. She don't mind, she looks up to me, 'cause I own a double wide. Got a concrete block foundation, she admires it so. She always comes a-knocking whenever there's a tornado. And she's a trailer park woman. She's a mobile home princess. And me, I'm the trailer park king.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Horse racing, you said? You're from Kentucky. You love horse racing. Love
horse
the
racing
ponies.
is my passion. The only sport that I really love is horse racing. I've owned a couple horses. We're purchasing one now. In fact, a 2-year-old colt.
Cool.
I don't know if you all know this. All Kentuckians know this, and most people around the country know thoroughbreds are named traditionally after a combination of the mother's and father's name, the sire and dam line. For example,
I didn't know
Kentucky
that.
Derby winner Ali Sheba, out of his father, the great stallion Ali Dar, and its mother, the broodmare Bell-Sheba. We're looking at one now called, out of a sire named Whiny Bull by a mare named Girl on Girl. We named it Rosie O'Donnell.
Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples.
3 at Q95 is the Bob and Tom Show.
And the short forecast from Christy Lee looks like this.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunny today, sunny tomorrow. High both days in the 70s. It's 59.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Now, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. If you're just joining us, gosh, you missed a new feature.
Can we go over it? Can we review, please?
Statue talk.
Are you serious?
I really enjoyed that.
How dare you? I've got new statues coming in as we speak.
I'm a big statue fan. Let's see who's who. In the big room here, you've got your Chick McGee at the sports desk. This is Tom speaking. Ace Cosby is our engineer, and Ace with the mellifluous, beautiful, basso voice. Is that a word? Possible?
No. I think it is.
It is, yeah.
Crossword puzzles.
Thank you. All of a sudden, I like him better. What's happening?
A little Joshy is over there celebrating his 4th year on the show with cake. We have cake.
Let them eat cake.
And it's the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. Willie is over there in the smallest room in the house. And Christy Lee's in her little glassed-in area known as the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. And on the big screen TV, we have Willie G. and everybody's on there. What's your name again? Oh, Christy. Christy, sorry,
Katarina.
And Jessica Alsman and Pat Godwin. There we go.
And Willie's not actually in the smallest room of the house. That's usually referred to as the bathroom.
Right.
Yeah, that's right next to me. In polite company, you say.
That's where the old turd bowl is.
The loo.
Yeah. Or have you ever heard where even the Kaiser goes alone?
No.
I love that. An ancient saying for...
that comes in handy if you're in, say, Germany.
right. Oh, he's where even
Kaiser talk.
Even the Kaiser goes.
You think statue talk was boring. And we're talking statues because some jackass tourist sat on a statue in Italy.
Jumped up on it.
Broke the toes off.
Yeah.
And he kind of lounged because the statue's lounging. And then he heard a crack. He could see him looking around. And then he looks around to see if anybody saw him. It's just disgusting.
Now, we all picked our top 3 statues.
Mine have changed. My third was Venus de Milo. She's out.
What have you got now?
I've got Prometheus. I've got Statue of Liberty. And I've got the big Powderhorn Mountain skiing statue.
Why?
Look at that guy. Because that's cool, man.
That's essentially a Mr. Bendo on skis.
I think it might be the same guy who did Mr. Bendo. Did this guy?
Mr. Bendo's like what, a 40-foot?
Yeah,
just
giant
usually
guy
in front of a muffler shop.
with usually a red
That's my
shirt.
number 2. Rodan the Thinker up front, and then I have now acquiesced. The Big Boy definitely top 3.
Okay,
I love that.
Wouldn't you like to have a big boy in your living room?
No.
Remember last time we did that?
Is that the
Somebody
ultimate?
brought one here.
Do you remember what happened?
They brought a big boy statue here?
Yeah, don't bring it up. We got in trouble with the law.
Oh, okay.
I wonder what one would look like now.
Is the Paul Bunyan statue in Brainerd real?
Yeah. And there's also Babe the Blue Ox is there, too.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah.
There's a Jolly Green Giant statue somewhere in the Midwest. Bob Zaney and I took pictures by it when we were traveling during the comedy tour. I can't remember. Illinois, maybe? Iowa? Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Not a statue, but there's in Fort Wayne, Indiana, there is a building with a facade that has Chuck Norris's face on it for no discernible reason.
Wow. That's weird.
It's like a random office building, and me and my friends passed it by chance one time. And yeah, she's got like the Walker, Texas Ranger kind of shadow.
Interesting.
Really?
Weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Wow, that's odd. Now, Josh, you've determined your top 3 statues again?
Statue of Liberty, Rocky Balboa, and the Venus de Milo, because she can't slap away my busy hands.
Again, that has a kind of an aggressive...
We've been talking about this forever.
I know.
Now, I've always wanted to go...
It has sort of a lack of a consensual... never mind.
A little tone deaf.
You know, with my charms, I don't need consent.
No.
Now,
just ether.
There are judges around the country who have disagreed with me.
Oh, boy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
boy.
Okay.
Can you imagine that kind of attitude?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Josh doesn't like the Richard Pryor statue. He prefers the Bill Cosby statue.
Oh, nice.
There's got to be one, right? In Philly or something?
Oh, yeah, they had to tear it down.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, I'm sorry. This Jolly Green, the statue's in Minnesota. Blue Earth, Minnesota.
How about that?
That makes sense.
I've always wanted to go one of those dinosaur statue parks.
Oh, those
like
are
that Pee Wee Herman went to. And
isn't there a lost graveyard, if you will, of the president's heads? It was supposed to be a presidential amusement park that never got off the ground, and they're all like 20 feet high, just their heads.
Wow.
Ooh,
yes.
Where is that?
All across the field somewhere. I'm not sure. Either that or I dreamed this.
No. Yeah, that is. We'll have to ask.
I saw them.
The expert.
They're really kind of sort of damaged. Lincoln's has a big hole in it.
Well, so does Kennedy's.
Really?
And
necessary to go there? What was it now? Feel better by yourself?
I feel better. Yeah.
I did point out that one of my favorites is the Big Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
But I don't want to disappoint anybody here. I probably shouldn't tell you this.
What are you doing?
I don't want to ruin your day, but the Big Boy statue, it's a hairpiece.
Really? A hairpiece.
That beautiful pompadour.
Who knew?
Fake.
It's got to be fake.
I thought he was a boy.
He is a boy.
It's
And he's a statue.
It's a toupee.
He has alopecia. He can't grow hair.
Does he wear pants or shorts?
It's overalls.
It's overalls.
Oh, it's overalls.
Red
Like bibs.
overalls.
Yeah.
I know he wears shorts outside of show knees.
Show knees. Show knees is what he said.
That's kind of a regional joke.
I was trying to get Chick to be mad.
Mission accomplished. Show knees.
Wow.
Oh, show knees wasn't nationwide, huh?
I don't care
I don't
show
know if
knees,
it
but
is.
I like show enough. Show enough. I
Yeah,
like
the
that.
big boy is it's like Elias Brothers, Manners. There's a whole bunch of different
Gotcha.
prefixes.
Did you say
for that.
Bob's? There's Bob's Big Boy.
Yeah.
But the statues, like I said, one of the great moments in contemporary cinema in Austin Powers. I lost it. I wanted to stand up and get everybody to cheer when that happened. That was such a funny thing. Speaking of dinosaurs, I mean, this story could be taken one of two ways. It's kind of serious, but at the same time, it's kind of interesting.
Which one? The dinosaur
About the
story?
dinosaurs, they discovered a dinosaur bone, and they believed that the dinosaur actually had cancer.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I got a little distracted because I found a big boy statue graveyard.
Oh, that's
sad.
Depressing.
Yeah.
Where is that?
It doesn't, I don't know. But anyway, for the first time ever.
Wait, you're going to leave us in that fountain of sorrow?
Yeah, remember, there's a big boy statue.
I'm trying to find it for you.
I mean,
in other news,
they're not buried, are they?
Right,
like
they're
just
just
up to the
calling
head. You see the burger sticking up right next to them.
Oh, there's a guy, and there's one that's all, the paint's all faded off of it.
Oh, we've got to visit it.
No.
It doesn't say where it is.
I need to leave flowers.
Somebody's...
What's happening over there?
Somebody has taken the arm of the big boy, with the burger on it, and just stuck it in the ground. So it's coming out of the ground. Just
It's
the
in
arm.
Michigan.
Planet of the Apes.
Thank you, Jess.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, Niguani? Am I saying that right?
I
in
gotta
Michigan?
check this out.
All right.
All right. For the first time ever, going back to the news, researchers have diagnosed a dinosaur with cancer.
Huh.
According to a study published in the Lancet Oncology, the shin bone or the fibula from a horned dinosaur called...
The shin bone's connected to the
ankle
knee
bone.
bone. The knee bone's connected to the...
It's called the Centrosaurus apparatus, was found to have an osteosarcoma.
If you're going to get a...
She went from big boy graveyard to dinosaurs with cancer. You know that, right?
Yeah. Well, no, this is interesting, I think.
It's apparatus, I'm sorry, Centrosaurus apparatus.
Can you imagine that news? You're a doctor. Well, I got some good news and I got some bad news. Bad news is you're going to be extinct in about 10 million years, but not you. You got about 6 months.
The dinosaur was found to have an osteosarcoma.
How's the joke go? You have cancer. How long do I have to live? It's 10.
Oh, 10 years?
9. 8,
right, yeah.
7. He counts down to 0.
Well told.
Grim.
The fossil of the dinosaur, which lived 76 to 77 million years ago, was initially discovered in Dinosaur Provincial Park in Alberta in 1989. The deformed part of the fossil was initially thought to be a healing fracture, but rigorous analysis using a variety of tools, including three-dimensional CT reconstruction, led experts to the conclusion that the creature had suffered an advanced bone cancer.
How about that?
That is
I
amazing.
never would have guessed.
Well, T-Rex smoked. You know that.
Oh, did he?
How?
Very nervous.
Yeah, no, the arms would be way
His
too
arms
small.
are way too short to get to his mouth.
He used a cigarette holder.
Very nervous. He was.
Cigarette. Chick is right. He had a cigarette holder like Mr. Peanut or whoever the hell. Like Mr. Peanut smoked.
T-Rex, say what you want, but they were classy.
And they can't do push-ups. Leave them alone.
Okay.
Bless their heart. They can't pleasure themselves.
No.
That's why they were so angry.
Yeah, no joke.
Running around.
Dinosaur people, it's pretty hard to argue with them,
Yeah, because nobody knows for sure.
Yeah.
Chick's always said that, right, Chick?
Yep.
Well, he's a science denier. Aren't you? You're a flat earther.
The Lord created everything. That's right.
Also, coming up, we have more dinosaur news, and beside Allie Breen, did you see the thing about they've discovered all these woolly mammoths because it's the ice is melting in Siberia?
Wow.
You
Hey, is it
mean
just me? Or are these elephants hairy? What do you guys think?
1, 2, 3, 4.
coming up, a little woolly bully mammoth? Of course, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, head on over to bobandtomstore.com and check out our wide selection of Bob and Tom gear, including hats, sweatshirts, T-shirts. If you like to wear it, we probably have it for you right now at bobandtomstore.com. Buy now, buy often. Head on over there today to bobandtomstore.com. More of the show coming up.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. Neil Young is suing President Donald Trump's re-election campaign for using Young's music without permission. Young's lawsuit says the campaign used Rockin' in the Free World and Devil's Sidewalk several times at rallies and political events, including the June 20th rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Young says when he complained about the campaign using Rocking in the Free World in 2015, when Trump announced his run for presidency, the campaign said it had gotten permission. Neil Young said there's proof the campaign knew it needed permission to use his music and didn't get it. He's now seeking up to $150,000 in statutory damages for each infringement. And Jay-Z's Rock Nation Entertainment Company will now help shape young minds. Long Island University in New York will launch the Rock Nation School of Music, Sports, and Entertainment with its first student starting the program in the fall of next year. It will offer undergraduate degrees in music, music technology, entrepreneurship, production, and sports management. Jay-Z started Rock Nation in 2008. It produced the Super Bowl halftime show with Shakira and Jennifer Lopez, and its clients have included Rihanna, Alicia Keys, J. Cole, and Megan Thee Stallion. And ostriches are known for burying their heads in the sand, but in this case, the ostrich managed to bury himself in a ravine. The bird escaped from the southwest Illinois farm where it lived, fell into a ditch. According to fire officials, the 300-pound bird was injured, but pulled out alive and is on the mend from a neck laceration. The ostrich has been returned to its owners after being treated by a veterinarian. That's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show's on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Josh's 4-year anniversary yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, the big anniversary. 4 years. Yes, sir.
Are you jealous?
Huh? No, I'm happy for him. For them to recognize him as being here 4 years. Just a belch in my timeline, but still. 4 years, I think that's great. You're coming up on your 28th anniversary, aren't you? Being his son? Yeah. You think they'll celebrate it like they did Josh's 4 years? I am so fake angry about it.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Oh Lord, I'm on a mission. Listen to my plea. I need the perfect woman to spend her life with me. A sweet and loving woman is all that I'm looking for. Oh, and Lord, it wouldn't hurt if she was really stacked, had a lot of money, laughed at all my jokes, and owned a liquor store. All right, Lord, here's what I need. I made a list. I don't need no fancy lady, prim and propers for someone else. If she won't drink beer from a bottle, Lord, I'd rather drink by myself. She needs a mouth like a trucker. I need a woman who can make some noise. If she didn't have those mammoth hooters, she'd just be one of the boys. I need a woman of the 90s who knows I'm not a sexist jerk. She knows her place is still in the kitchen, and she goes there straight from work. I gotta find me a woman a woman who sweats real bad. I need a natural woman, not one with that big old hair. She's at home watching all the ball games, scratching in her underwear. She gotta be good at poker, gotta bait her own fishing line. I need a woman who's up front with me and still has a great behind. That's all I need, Lord. See, I don't need a filet mignon kind of girl. I need a woman who enjoys a Whopper. I need a woman who'll say those three little words.
9:19 and a half at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much for that precise time. It's good to know. Classy. You give the guy one piece of cake.
People like us because they hear it and they go, I could do that.
Yeah, good show today.
No, they say, I could do that better. How about a forecast, Christy?
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. You're not going to find a better forecast. Sunshine,
Brought
76.
to you by CarX. That is going to be. Boy, they're selling.
Clear down to 56, sunny tomorrow, 79, 62.
It's on the internet. You can.
All right.
I got to explain to you about sponsorship dollars.
We'll cover it. Where was I? Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see who's who here. There's Ace. That's Chick. I'm Tom. That's Josh Arnold. Josh celebrating 4 years in the show. He's in the big room, socially distanced, of course.
Yes.
We have some nice photographs of Josh wearing his Cleopatra wig.
Yes, in honor of IHateStevensinger.com. Now this is available.
I got to tell you, it doesn't look bad on you.
All right. Once again, put that back on. Josh is in the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair.
Don't tell him that. He believes you.
I am serious.
Now, there he goes. Yes. Allie Breen is watching.
Wow.
As is Jessica Alsman. Ladies, doesn't it look like he's Rick James?
It really does. He looks like a Rick James Muppet.
Yeah.
Funky.
Kind of like, what is it? What was it? Bo Derek in the movie 10 meets Rick James.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Very nice. And then, okay, so let's see. Through the glass, there's Willie G. Through the glass over there in the isolated Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom, it's Christy Lee. Patty G is over there. And I think we've covered it. The lovely Allie Breen is over there.
Yes.
And Allie, where are you now?
I'm at my parents again. I keep coming back.
Yeah. All right.
I really won't leave them alone. I've reversed into childhood.
Isn't it time to let that apartment go? I mean,
move somewhere.
Yeah.
I keep going back every so often. My brother-in-law works for Delta, so I have free tickets back and forth. It's too tempting to just
Nice. Buddy fair.
That plus the antibodies. I've just been out and about.
Okay, well, we have a special edition, a song for you today, Allie. It's kind of a salute and a tribute, and it also references a letter that you had last week.
Oh.
Once again, Allie covers the waterfront, if you will, of contemporary dating and that sort of thing. And you had a news story, you had a letter last week about a woman whose male friend was gifted in such a way that the largeness
made her uncomfortable. She couldn't handle
right.
it.
Yes, there was a.
She wanted reverse Kegels. I remember that.
Yeah, yes, and Pat has composed an original song, kind of. Actually, it's a tribute to.
Yeah, here we go. John Prine.
John Prine.
Dear Allie, my boyfriend is huge. It's like shoving a bobsled in a one-man luge. I can't handle his girth, let alone his shaving cream. He's got a foot down there. What should I do? Signed, Sore Kitty. Sore Kitty, what's your address? I'll come right on over and clear up this mess. Or better yet, drop Mr. Big and tell me his name. I'll gladly relieve you and end all your pain. Signed, Dear Allie.
I need to start getting a lighter out for these songs.
Well, now, Allie, the way this works, you've got letters and we've got the answers, maybe.
Oh, yeah, don't we?
Absolutely. Here we go. Dear Allie, here we go. Dear Allie, my computer wouldn't turn on the other day, so I asked my boyfriend if I could use his, and he will only let me use it while he's home and he can monitor me. He was practically in a panic about getting mine fixed. How shady is that?
Shady?
Yeah.
He cheating.
I know he's cheating, but He's got stuff on his computer he doesn't want you to see.
He may have porn of some sort
I'm
stored
sure
there.
he has porn there.
What if he just has the receipt to some incredible gift he was about to give her?
That's right.
That's it, Willie.
Benefit of the doubt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shut up, Willie.
Or he's been Googling how to murder your girlfriend.
Yeah. Either one.
Yeah.
Yeah. One other possibility, though, is it's possible that if someone goes on your computer, they could very easily erase incredibly important stuff by accident.
True.
Just the other day, my 4-year-old picked up the remote control. Willie will verify this. And the next thing we knew, everything was in German.
Yeah.
She just grabbed it, was pushing all the buttons, and then...
Did that really happen, Willie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. You just gotta go, hey, you know what? It seems shady that you don't want me using your computer. What's going on? Just
Well,
see
because
what he
last
says.
time you pressed 3 buttons, the novel I've been working on for 12 years disappeared.
Yeah, there's your
But
answer.
everything's on the cloud now. There's no disappearing of stuff anymore, really. Everything is backed up.
Well,
Like, you can't get rid of stuff. Like, people have messages. They try to smash their computer, you know?
Yeah, you got me.
You know what? You always got to back up. That ass. That's right. Back it up. Oh.
You're fun. Won't you back that ass up?
Fan of Bay Area hip hop?
I remember we were talking to a computer guy one day, and he said that he gets called all the time on the sad occasion of the death of someone, and then he has to go open up their computer. Remember this? And he said usually he can get in about 30 seconds.
Wow.
Ooh.
And there's some stuff you don't necessarily want to discover, I suppose.
Sure. When you go and get on a public Wi-Fi, like a McDonald's or something, and you hook up with the Wi-Fi, do you scream, "I'm in," like they do in the movies? No?
Yeah, I know you do.
I do every time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on here.
I'm going to
give you
start
good advice. Yeah.
erasing everything every time I leave the house. Okay. Dear Allie, my boyfriend has 2 kids and they're super spoiled. How long do we have to be dating before I can yell at them and make him tell them no to stuff?
Tom, you got a thought on that?
What do you want from it? 12 weeks. There's no real answer to this.
How long can I wait?
Yeah.
Wait till you've got something on them. Oh, well.
I think she needs to wait till a ring's on the finger. I don't think you can do that as a girlfriend. Can you?
Why don't you talk to him?
That's super awkward. That's a very tough situation.
This is an age-old problem.
Yeah, everybody's got this problem. Now, Bobby, please don't set the garage on fire again.
Oh, Bobby.
Shut up. You're not my real mother.
Yeah,
Well, these are real bullets.
What?
I've escalated it a little bit.
You took a dark turn.
You're introducing gunplay? Is that
Well, he set the garage on fire, this little brat.
Sometimes there's no winning with the other person. I was dating this girl, and her son was jumping from the top of the couch onto the carpet. And she came in, she goes, "You're just going to let him do that?" And she left the room. The next time he did it, I go, "Andrew, don't do that." He cried and went to his mom. She came in and goes, "Why'd you yell at him?" I should have known then that was going to be a problematic relationship.
Get out.
Didn't you hear that? Get out of the house.
In that case, it would have been simple. That's where you get your paintball gun and just thwack him right between the eyes with a nice paintball from 10 feet away. He'll learn.
Oh, the kid was great.
You got to decide if the relationship is worth it because the kids, no.
Honestly, it doesn't sound like this is going to work.
No. You cannot go against the guy. You can't.
And as Chrissy said, this has been going on forever, and it's endless.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw a 70-year-old guy say to somebody the other day, "You're not my real mom." All right. Get over it, okay? They're burying your dad, for God's sake.
They're buried. Just shut up and keep digging, right? Okay.
I'm sorry. Allie Breen is our guest. ALLIBREEN. I underscore that because Allie is your receptor for love problems. We've got another one, and it goes something like this.
Yep.
Dear Allie, I just met a girl on Bumble, and she's amazing in every way, but a bit on the heavy side. The problem is she dresses in super tight, sexy outfits, and it makes me uncomfortable. Is there any way to get her to tone it down?
No, don't date her. The answer here is you're not that attratted to her. Don't date her.
Yeah, that's really rude.
Try to use the phrase, "You're not going to eat all that, are you?" A lot.
Hey,
boy, those stitches are really working, aren't they?
I'm thinking of going to the movies. Chunkles, you want to go? Stuff like that.
You call me Chunkles.
None of this is going to help.
How can he say everything's going really well if that's how he thinks?
Exactly. No.
And he called her sexy, so he must like her.
That's bull.
Well,
I don't think
he's
he does.
claiming he just doesn't like
No.
how she dresses.
He
It's
called
not
the
that he doesn't like
outfits.
how.
He called the outfits
Yeah.
sexy. He didn't say she
He
was
must be attracted to her. He seems to like her.
I don't think he is.
Yeah, I think that's part of her form of expression. and-
Right.
Yeah, if that she feels good about herself, I love that. Let
go,
it go, girl. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
What if she wished you dressed taller?
Exactly. Yeah. I wish you dressed a little more bigger penis. Yeah. Boxers was bigger.
I think you're sexy, but your penis is short.
Yeah. No, you don't. You're not that attracted to this woman. Date someone else.
Okay. Next.
Yeah, you can't try to change someone.
Josh giving answers really sassy in that wig. I'm sorry. He's like, date someone else. Next.
When Josh was talking about yelling at someone's kid with that wig on, it's too good. Dear Allie, I just moved into an apartment.
You kind of do look like the Medea movie that wasn't made.
Yeah, they just never gave up the part, a real character actor. Dear Allie, I just moved into an apartment and I'm working from home, so I'm there all the time. I can see into the apartment across from me, and the guy who lives there looks like he's in his 90s, and he's butt naked all the time.
Yeah.
It's so gross. Can I do anything to stop him?
Yeah, stop looking.
Yeah, put a window shades.
Put down your telescope.
Boy, oh boy. We sure have a lot of victims writing in today, don't we?
That guy's
I
naked
look
in
out
his
my
own
window.
apartment.
Yeah, yes.
Help me.
My girlfriend wears outfits that she likes. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think this one's only an issue if he's intentionally facing you and waving his body around.
Yeah.
That poor guy.
Yeah.
Probably can't bend over to put his pants on. Well, then again, maybe he's been a serial flasher since the 1940s.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a nudist. He just likes to be naked. People do. I don't know.
Yeah, if you're in your own apartment, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
Good
deal
Lord.
with it. Well,
Okay. We got time for one more, Allie.
Okay. Dear Allie, I went on a Tinder date with a guy and I went back to his place after dinner. His place smelled like a barn, and it turns out that he has 5 guinea pigs.
Oh,
My friends
no,
keep making
leave.
Richard Gere jokes.
No.
Richard Gere jokes.
Those were
Which I
gerbils.
don't think is the case.
No, those were
But
gerbils.
still, this is super weird for an adult.
yeah. Why would you go back? Why would you even go out with him again?
Just get a pet snake.
That gerbil problem will clear right up.
No, that's his thing. If that's it, that's his thing. If it's not yours, get out.
Yeah.
That's something that's not.
Are there adults who have guinea pigs? I had
why
guinea pigs
not?
when I was a kid.
Oh God.
I had a chinchilla, and I'm an
I
adult.
don't trust it.
Remember that woman that you were telling me about that had like 14 rabbits
Oh
in
yeah,
her
in her
basement?
house.
You better be a
No, she had a
magician
tri-level, and she just had them all in the family room. The whole bottom level was just
It
rabbits.
smelled like Fred Flintstone's house made of dinosaur turds.
I remember I was a kid and I went over and I had one friend who had a ferret. And I couldn't have been 8, but I remember going, this is weird. This is so weird.
Ferrets are cute, but they don't smell good.
No, don't get the ferret
They're
people on us.
fast.
That
I
happened
know.
once before.
I love ferrets. I'm telling you.
They are cute.
I have friends that have them, but they
Yeah.
do have an odor.
They're smart, though.
Yeah,
They-
very smart.
They
They'll-
steal things.
Yep.
They're burglars and stuff. Yeah, they break
Hence
in.
the word ferret out.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then you have to air it out.
Or scare it out.
A short poem I just wrote.
Air it out.
Yeah, Allie, I think that if she doesn't like the guinea pigs, get out.
Yeah.
Get out early.
Yeah,
He's doing
that's a
some
lot of
amateur
guinea pigs for a
science or
single guy to have.
Yeah.
Doing some amateur science, Joe.
Yeah, he's could be a chef. Something.
Yeah,
A
don't
chef?
touch that one. That's the one I fed the botulism to.
Yeah. You know what? Pat's onto something. Maybe he's Mayan.
Right. They love
Yeah,
guinea.
they
love
love
guinea
their
pig.
guinea pigs.
Roasted guinea pig.
There you go.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Big old plate of GP.
I made that mistake once.
What do you mean?
I was on a tour. I was in Mexico, and we were on this tour, and we went to a Mayan home, and there was a pit in their kitchen, and had all these guinea pigs in it. And I was like, "Oh, this is so cute! Look at all the guinea pigs!" And the little tour guide had to go, "They eat those."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Quit playing
they
with their
love
food.
pets.
I had not caught on.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't touch those. It's fajita night.
I was embarrassed.
That's the joke of the week. Okay. Allie Breen is our guest, and you can write Allie at ALLIBREEN. Every social media platform has a bunch of ways to reach
Unless you're whiny and petty like this week's people.
Yeah, what the hell we do this week? God.
Would you have another victim for us?
Absolutely. Dear Allie, I cheated on my wife about 4 years ago for 6 months with one of her work friends. They have actually become really close lately, and I don't know if I'm feeling guilty or worried that she'll tell her first.
The latter.
But I'm thinking of coming clean.
Let's just cut right to it. This guy's terrified that one night.
Oh, yeah. So she doesn't know he had the affair, apparently, right?
No. Yep. And it's so long ago, he thought he was in the clear, and now he thinks he has to
Didn't this
come
happen?
clean.
Didn't this happen in Fatal Attraction?
No.
Okay. What's the?
Well, because she got forced to tell in Fatal Attraction, right? Because of all the stuff going on.
Yeah. This guy is getting paid back.
Yep. This woman he's right. She's going to have 3 glasses of wine and it's going to come spilling out. Oh, by the way, did I tell you I slept with your husband? Oh.
You know that freckle he has that looks like Chairman Mao on his ass? Oh, I'm sorry.
What does he want us to do?
Chairman Mao.
Well, that's what he said.
I could have said
He said
Fidel
we've
Castro.
had a perfect marriage.
Wait.
And this might ruin it.
We've had a perfect marriage. No, you haven't.
Marriage isn't that bad when you get to bang somebody else.
I figure I'm married now. I'll eventually have to stop dating. But still.
You may kiss the bride and that chick too.
Yeah.
I do, and so does she, and so does she.
So he's not inclined. He's probably not inclined to cheat again.
But what does he say in the letter?
Well, that's what he said. He said we've had a perfect marriage so far. Is it riskier to? This might ruin it. Is it riskier to tell her or not to?
Don't tell her.
No, I wouldn't.
You would be trying to alleviate your own
guilt.
See, there's this new thought that if you're going to cause more problem for her by telling her, don't tell her. But then that's lying by omission, right?
Yes, of course. But he already did it.
Yeah.
He has to live with it.
Yeah.
She's going to
He
find
could
out.
ask the other girl what her plans are.
I would not do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either.
No.
Look, I'm going to be out of town this coming weekend, so if you want to come over. And,
that's like when my parents used to go, hey, we're going to a parent-teacher conference. If you tell us what you've done bad, your punishment will be less severe than if we have to hear it from the teacher. I don't buy that for a second. She may have forgotten about it.
Allie Breen is a comedian, and she's going to be at the Anchor Tavern on Long Beach, Long Island in New York City coming up tomorrow night. Is that right, Allie?
Tomorrow night. Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
They're doing a regular show, so I'll be back for that show. It's a lot of fun if anyone's in the area. Come
Anchor
out.
Tavern, Long Beach, Long Island, New York. Thanks so much, Allie.
Bye, Allie.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
It's always a great pleasure.
Bye.
And right now, I want to remind you that with all this downtime, the people enjoying this the most are criminals because it gives them a lot of time to sit in front of the computer and do things like, I don't know, steal your identity. It's a big thing going on right now. Discovered in Maryland, a scam adding up to like $500 million in various insurance claims. Be very careful. Be very careful downloading things from various charities. There are a bunch of sort of things hidden in there that can grab stuff off your computer. But the larger point here is that identity theft's a real problem, and that's where LifeLock comes in. They detect a wide range of identity threats. For example, your social security number could be for sale on the dark web. If the folks at LifeLock detect that your information has been compromised, they'll send you an alert. And the importance of this is you could have someone trying to buy a car with your credit and your money. So it's very inexpensive to check into LifeLock and to use the LifeLock system. You find it by going to LifeLock.com. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. LifeLock can see threats you might miss. You probably will miss on your own. Join now and save up to 25% in your first year if you use the promo code TOM25. LifeLock is very inexpensive, and you will sleep better knowing that it's out there, keeping watch on your stuff. 1-800-LifeLock, or just go to LifeLock.com. Once again, that promo code is TOM25 for 25% off your first year from our friends at LifeLock. Coming up, we have Today in History and a really interesting thing for those of you that are curious about deadly spiders. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Keep us with you at all times. Get the Bob and Tom app now at your app store. State law.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, I'm Mark Allison. Don't forget the laughter after the Bob and Tom show. It's Bob and Tom's work farce, all the fun without really that much effort. Ace Cosby's your host. Keep the smile going all day. Keep your coworkers guessing what's making you so happy. It's us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. And don't forget the all-day replay hosted by Christopher begins at 1 p.m. Eastern. We've backed it up by 2 hours, so make sure you check in early. If you missed today's show, we'll replay the show all day beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. You were listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Interleague Major League Baseball scores last night. Minnesota over Pittsburgh 7-3. Cleveland 4, Cincinnati 2 in the Battle of Ohio. Also winning interleague play, Miami, Atlanta, the Cubs, the White Sox, and Houston. American League winners, Tampa Bay, Oakland, and the Angels. And the National League, Washington, Colorado, and the Dodgers all win. Philly at Miami postponed. NBA winners last night, these count. Brooklyn beat Milwaukee. Dallas in overtime beating Sacramento. Phoenix beat the Clippers. Pacers over the Magic. Miami beat Boston, and Portland over Houston. NHL winners, the Isles, Nashville, Toronto, Calgary, Carolina, and Vancouver. And the WNBA winners last night, Chicago, Phoenix, and Seattle. The Detroit Lions removed Matthew Stafford from the COVID IR list, saying he received a false positive test, and that drew the ire of the quarterback's wife toward the NFL. The list created for players who either test positive or have been in close contact with an infected person. Stafford was listed on it Saturday, but the team said Tuesday his testing sequence for the pre-entry period was negative, and a false positive. And the Jacksonville Jaguars announced they have cleared starting quarterback Gardner Minshew from the virus list. He spent the last 2 days in mandatory quarantine. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Why was the math book sad?
Oh, okay.
Why? Because it had so many problems.
Delivery on that one.
Here we go.
The kids love it.
cute.
Now, I understand that Chick
Very
McGee is-
special Chick McGee edition of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day.
Okay, we're ready.
People ask me, what do I do when I get off the air? I go, well, it takes me 10 minutes to walk to the bar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then when I go home, it takes me an hour. The difference is staggering.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Good morning.
Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh,
tell
yes,
from your
yes. And we were
conversation.
talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, like, will there be, like, feminine hygiene commercials, like, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that.
Mhm.
Because you know they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you in a... Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn. So I don't ever want to see that.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
There were many pranks that I did that scared the hell out of me. One of them was
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Let's see now. I look around the room and I see, there's Christy.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for
You're okay?
asking.
We haven't beat you up too much today?
No, great day today. I did 4 news stories. I'm great.
It's This morning, we walking outside and
it's like fall.
It was 54 degrees. So
nice.
Great.
We're up to 65 now with plenty of sunshine. We'll top out about 76. Clear tonight. Another wonderful night to sleep. We'll be down to 56 degrees. And then sunny again tomorrow, 79.
All right. I want to point out that throughout the day on Q95, you're shot at some serious money coming up. So put your ears on, as they used to say to us when we were in kindergarten. Tommy, put your ears on. You're not listening again.
Gee, there's a shock.
Put down those matches.
Yeah. You're a firebug when you were.
Of course. It's cool. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Sorry.
Let's see. Where were we? Happy to be here. Once again, we've got some great pictures of Josh wearing his weird Cleopatra jeweled thing. Gorgeous.
Fashionable.
And it's separated at birth with Dave Chappelle dressed as Rick James. Is that what it is? Okay. Josh is in the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. Christy's over there. There's Willie. Hi. There's Chick. I'm Tom. That's Ace. And then we have Pat Godwin down there. And the lovely Jessica Alsman has joined us. And I think we're going to have to save our story about the spiders for tomorrow. It's such a cool story, though. I'll give you a little hint. It's kind of like Shazam, but it's for critters.
Wow!
You know the Shazam thing where you hold up your phone to the speaker at the restaurant to hear what the song is.
Yeah, tells you what it is.
Yeah, it tells you what it is. They got that coming up for Animules. Right now, it's time for Today in History. It's time for our lesson.
Time now for Today in History. Here's Tom Leonard Quinn.
Okay, I think I'll do this as a quiz. I'll start with you, Jessica Alsman. 1862, the birthday of Joseph Merrick. Do you know Mr. Merrick? You familiar with his story?
I don't know.
I'll give you
animal.
He is not an animal.
Yeah, the Elephant Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was John Merrick.
Yeah, I think it is John Merrick. What did you have?
This must have a misprint.
He hosts the WTF podcast, Mark Merrick.
Oh, okay, Mark Merrick. Okay. Very excellent.
Very good podcast.
Sad life, though, Mr. Merrick. Elephant Man. He traveled all over Europe, basically living out of a trunk.
Yeah, working for peanuts.
Working for peanuts, Godwin said. Boom.
I'm not going to do my Elephant Man. I can't this summer. I can't do my Elephant Man impression I do every summer.
Oh, with the pork tenderloins?
Yeah. When you go to you get a pork tenderloin at the state fair, you hold it up and go, I'm not an animal. It's horrifying.
Rather malformed,
Sorry about that. 1930, the great Neil Armstrong.
He didn't do so much.
Walked on the moon.
Supposedly.
Hey.
No, I think, was it?
Supposedly.
Walked in studio lot B.
Did you get that one, Stanley? He said.
Wasn't yesterday Louis, the great Louis Armstrong, wasn't it his birthday?
We didn't do him yesterday. I don't know.
I think so.
Happy birthday to me. Big boobs, too. I love them.
Louis. Famous two bald Armstrongs that weren't cheats.
Right, yeah.
Okay. The first person to walk on the moon, different from the first person to moonwalk.
That is right.
By the way.
Yeah.
And that was not Michael Jackson.
Right.
No,
it wasn't. Oddly enough, Golda Meir. First person to moonwalk.
That's interesting.
Isn't that wild? Yeah.
Tremendously.
I would have had my money on Matty Albright.
Okay. This one's for you, Willie. Born in 1956, Maureen McCormick.
Why does he get the easy ones?
Easy. That's a hard one.
Wait, Alsman, who is this?
She invented the seasoning.
Marsha.
Oh, Marsha
Yeah.
Brady. Cool.
Yes, as Josh points out, she's the original Spice Girl from the McCormick Spices line.
That's right.
Yes, who can forget that?
She's the Spite Baroness.
Yeah.
Spice.
And what's the Marsha thing?
That's from
Brady
a
Bunch.
Brady Bunch episode.
Jan yelling at her.
Jan was always thinking Marsha got all the attention. and all
Marsha. That's what Jan
Christy,
is.
you're sort of friends with Maureen, aren't you?
A little bit. I like her a lot.
Yeah.
We're Twitter pals.
All right.
Yeah.
What's her thing? What does she do now? Is she still an
She's
actress?
kind of retired.
Okay.
Yeah, she's 64. Let her hang.
I don't know where I was hanging. All right.
No, she looks good.
Let's see. Coming up in this day in history, 1861, Abraham Lincoln imposed the first federal income tax.
Thanks for nothing, AB.
3%. I'll take that.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't sound so bad.
Let's kick it old school. Oh, can you imagine? Oh, my Lord.
And then on this date in 1914, the world's first electric traffic signal installed in Cleveland, Ohio.
What year? I'm sorry.
1914.
Wow. Did everything happen in Cleveland,
apparently,
according to you?
I think it's important, and I think we were, as a culture and a society, able to agree that red meant stop, green meant go.
Yeah.
They
Back
could
then,
never decide that today. Well, I'm going to go on red and stop on green because I can.
I think green now means hurry up and finish your text and then go.
Okay, good.
Exactly what I mean.
Lastly, on this date, 1926, Houdini stayed in a coffin underwater for 1.5 hours before escaping.
Wow.
Think how many Rubik's Cubes he could have solved if it was that guy we had this morning.
Boy, innumerable.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
Pretty dark in there. Time now to review what we've learned on
Time now
today's
for
show.
Things We Learned, brought to you by
Grainger, of course.
Grainger. Delivering the products that keep your facility running is what Grainger does best. For 90 years, they've been at it. Grainger.com. Whatever you need, whenever you need it. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you ever see that cartoon of... it's got the facade of a barn and a cardboard cutout of a cow. And it says aliens shooting the fake landing on Earth.
I love that. That's funny.
I'm sorry. What did we learn today? Well, Pat Godwin's moved into his new bachelor pad in a fashionable area of town. It's primarily co-eds and hot, sexy babes.
Oh, yeah. Wall to wall, baby.
And
Grandpa
hot,
Joe.
cold running women with Grandpa Joe.
And,
Darling figure you have there, Tess.
We just can't wait for one of the ladies to, when Pat takes his 9-year-old son to the pool, to go, your grandson is so cute. It'll happen.
Look how adorable he is, lighting my towel on fire.
What an adorable young
Smart kid. He took the dry one. Let's see. Josh, we're celebrating. We continue to celebrate the Josh Arnold year 4.
My goodness, thank you all so much.
I am sorry I'm going to miss the last 2 days of this celebratory week.
Tomorrow it's just going to be Josh wall to wall.
Oh,
what are you getting done? Your heart or something?
Yes, I'm putting one
Taking
in.
2 days off for that?
Yes, I am. Yep, every bit of it.
Josh was wearing this weird Cleopatra wig, and it looks kind of like Bo Derek from the movie 10 meets Rick James. I know somewhat old references, but it's true, and we have the photographs to prove it on the various Bob and Tom social media platforms.
That is groovy, man.
Let's see. Josh got a polished
what?
Polished
You went to Bed Bath. What did you get? A polished?
An oil-rubbed bronze trash can.
Those are nice. That's what my bathroom is, those colors.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, very nice.
So first we do statue talk. Now it's bathroom
fixtures.
It'd be nice
bathroom wastebasket talk.
Fixtures, yeah.
When you guys move in together.
Yeah, it'd be very nice.
Oh,
We
will
can
be nice.
combine homes.
Oh, we're going to do it a lot.
Okay. Hope you're enjoying the last couple hours of our show today. It's what I call the caffeine hours. It kicked in. And the term is normality, not normalcy. And Gardner Minshew, COVID-free. So with some good news, we can play that song again 3 times tomorrow. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
The great classic rocker Jim Capaldi would have turned 76 years old this month.